Very Everyone, please, can you hear me?
Yes, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Well, I miss you people. It's been long. It's been long. It's been long. I've had
Good
your
evening,
pastor.
sir.
We miss your voice
It's
too.
messy.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you guys doing?
We are fine, sir.
Today makes it I think 28 days left for your exam. 28, 27 ish. Hey, some of you are still going to Wambe. Some of you are still watching Chelsea Liverpool. Okay, that leave Wambe now first. Leave Wambe. Every 1 hour counts now. Every 1 hour, every 30 minutes, every 2 hours counts now. So leave Wambe, leave football matches. The person that will win league will still win league. Either Liverpool or Man City will still win the league. Wambe, somebody will still get married and you still go. Church, I'm not against it, but church is still not running away also. Mosque is not running away also. So anything you can leave at this period, leave it to every 1 hour, every 30 minutes, every 2 hours counts. Open your book and read your book. Some people are already complaining that my motivational speech is getting too much. So that I'm making people scared. Hey, don't be scared. Yeah. Just be confident. And you excel. Even no book. You already on the hot. Not the hot. Even no book. So don't worry. Just read and put God first, and you'll be fine. For people like me that don't know anything, me that I'm dull about chemistry students for that matter, that don't know anything. For me to be chattered, that means you can do it too now. You can do it easily. So don't pressure yourself. You will do very well. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm seeing lots of hands up. Ask me real quick before I get started. Sulaiman Miriam Olabisi, you want to tell me something? There's a mistake. Oladipo Rashid, you want to tell me something? There's a mistake.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, sir. So, please, sir, the last class that was held, I missed it and I realized that the YouTube link was not dropped on the platform.
Apparently, there was a whole lot of misconceptions with that last class. What happened was I think I forgot or I made a mistake in sharing the YouTube link. So apparently, the video did not go to YouTube automatically. So we had to upload it manually on YouTube, and there have been a whole lot of here and there. A lot of text, a lot of calls. But successfully, Mr. Kabi was able to upload it today. So the YouTube link was sent earlier. Please check the group chat today, maybe like an hour ago. I think he sent the link to the group chat. So please check.
Okay, all right, thank you, sir.
You're very welcome. Sulaiman Maria, my father's namesake. Yeah, you want to ask me something? Your hand is still up. Okay, I'll take that as a mistake.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma.
Yes, sir.
You want to ask me something?
No, sir.
Okay, so you can put your hand down, please. Okay. Let's get right into what we have to do today. So apparently, I should have finished my class with you guys. Let me start recording so that everybody that is watching this video can know that I am finished. Maybe I am done. Then say I'm finished is not correct. I'm very happy. I'm happy because people's exam is coming so that I can leave you guys. Classes are very tiring. Imagine since when we are starting in May. I don't tire. I'm going to even lie. I'm already very tired. So I'm sure you are tired too. Maybe you should allow me rest. We meet again next year. Okay, apparently it's not next year. We'll be having our accounting software training from next month again. So there's still no rest for me. But I had. I'm waiting for this thing to start recording so I can start my class. So we'll be having our accounting software training. I think it starts on November 29. I'll be when. But don't worry, you'll be informed on the necessary details. Okay, so let me get started with what we have to do today. So as I was saying, apparently I should have finished with you guys because, like I said, I'm tired. As you people are tired too. Lectures is me. My energy is drained though. But so we should have actually finished. But I don't, for my own part, because I'm the one heading the SFM lecturers. So I want everybody to finish their part. So we know that we did our part. Then it's left for you to do your part. So I think Mr. Idris is done with, okay, I don't know if he's done with mergers and acquisition. He didn't get back to me after the last class of maybe he finished the questions he wanted to solve on mergers and acquisition. I know Mr. Tobia's portfolio theory because it's not even his part, but based on a whole lot of things, we have to give it to him. But it's not around now. But believe me, we still cover portfolio theory. Then me, I'm only left with option pricing for you guys. Then the only thing that you have with us is most likely revision if there's going to be any. So what I'm saying is that we have almost, or we have finished our part. This is my own last topic, and I plan to finish it today. If I don't finish it today, just 1 hour more, then I will finish. I plan to round it up with it today. Then I'll just drop questions, 1 or 2, 3 more questions on it. Then maybe revision, maybe during revision, I can emphasize more on it. Then I'll be done with you guys. Then maybe if I have time, maybe I can gather questions on all my parts, then give you guys to go and be solving, just to make you lay your hands on something so that you guys can pass. So, like I was saying, we are all almost done. So if you can give us this week, I'm sure we should round up because our plan is to finish October. The plan was actually to finish 2nd week of October. So now that we could not, so 3rd last week of October, let's leave you guys to 15, 20 days to go and prepare on your own. So that being said, I think I've passed all the announcements I'm supposed to pass. 9:15. I don't have any other announcements. Any other announcements will be communicated to you on the platform. Okay, nothing else. So can I get started, please? People should answer. Can I continue? Can I start? Are we together?
Yes, please.
Yes, fire on.
Thank you very much. I like that fire on energy. So please let me make an announcement. Not an announcement, but let me tell you, if you're lying down, please stand up. If you are playing with somebody, if your child is on top of your husband is lying on top of you, you're lying on your wife's leg to listen to this class, please stand up, and because I need you to get the basics. I need to get the explanation so that we don't have to drag each other back. Like I said, I want to finish this topic today. If I'm not able to finish it today, next class 1 hour, then I'm done. So please listen to me so that we can understand from beginning, from scratch, so that nobody has a problem from the beginning. If you have if the foundation is, how do they say it? I don't know, but the foundation is not solid, the house will collapse, whatever that thing is. So if we don't understand Yoruba, I don't know. So let me share my screen so that we can see what we have to do today. So today what we'll be doing is option pricing theory. I sent the what's the name? I sent the material to the platform already. 1 minute, please. Let me check something. Do I have the material here?
Sorry,
Mr.
sir.
Osman.
Yes, sir. I tried to open the material, but it's telling me that it will be harmful to my system. I was scared. I couldn't open it again. Sorry, sir.
All those ones are they are the village people. Which one is will be harmful to your system?
The same thing with my own.
I don't know. I just did it the way I've always been doing. Type it, then converted it to PDF and sent. I don't know why it's going to be harmful.
Yeah, it's saying the same thing as well.
You did say the same thing to, but like you still opened it now. Did you harm anything?
I did not open my own.
No, just
one.
read it on my phone.
Open my own.
My own is open though.
I don't know. I don't think you harm anything now. What will you harm?
My own is open.
You said it's here,
Thank
but
you.
you have to open it to still do.
It's open. Mine is open too.
No, Allah, thank you. If you think you harm your system and you don't want to open it, it's fine. You can leave it, but don't tell him to be. I don't know. I don't need to harm because I did not put anything there. So thank you. Please let's all keep muted. Let me start. Okay, so like I said, we'll be taking option pricing today. Option pricing theory is is, how would I say it? Is one of the topics that you should be praying to see in exam. I've told you, there are some topics that pray not to meet under exam condition. The way I can is even moving these days. I don't know. So there are some topics you should pray not to see. Them edging. Some of you might understand edging very well, but under exam prayer, just pray you don't see edging. Adjusted present value. Those are the topics that you should pray that God, I beg. M and A, but that one is, there's no way you want to go about it. Definitely say M and A number one. Do you understand? But like you say, all those edging, especially interest rate edging, Yami issue, about the day you say it, APV, me all those ones first day. But any other topic is, this option pricing is one of the topics that just pray it comes out. And if it comes out, pray it comes out 20 marks. Because that's a free 20 marks started to go if you understand it very well, because it's actually very easy. Very, very easy. But the problem is people don't get to understand the basics or the structure or how it works. That is usually the problem. So, like you guys know, I'll take you through the steps one by one so that you understand the basics. Then from there, we'll move on to questions. I don't plan for our class to be this long this night. So let's explain. Let me leave. You can read all this plenty story on your own, but I will still explain with the material anyways. So let me start by saying what is an option. The way you understand it, option. If you go to when you were in school or when you are writing foundation, and for people that go foundation, or even if you know, I'm sure most of us are written either in our primary school that add option. Let's say they say who is Mr. Olanshili, then they put A SFM lecturer, B CR lecturer, D tax lecturer. ABC in such situation is an option. It is not compulsory for you to pick A. It's not compulsory for you to pick B. It's not compulsory for you to pick C. You can decide to pick any one that you want among the options that was provided for you. So what you should first understand is whenever you hear an option, there's no compulsory. There's no how would I say it? English has gone away. There's no fixed answer. There's nothing that say, okay, you know, when you're solving your normal final question, they say number one is compulsory. That means it is not. Please, let's beg. Let's keep muted. Who is this person? Miss Suleiman, please help me, please, with your mic. Thank you. So I was saying that, you know, when you're writing your final exam, Mrs. Suleiman, I'm still waiting.
I can't even see the screen.
Just mute your mic.
I will do. I'm trying to go back to the. Okay.
So as I was saying, when you're writing your final exam, they tell you number one is compulsory. That is not an option. It is compulsory. That means you must do it. But in foundation, they say A, B, C. Answer 2 out of 3 questions. There's an option for you. So it's still the same thing here. An option is just a contract that just between 2 people that gives you the right, not obligation, to buy or sell the underlying asset. Lobaton. That's as simple as ABC. Let me come again. I said an option is a contract between a buyer and a seller that gives you the right, not the obligation, to either buy or sell an underlying asset at a given price at a specific expiration date. Okay, let's break it down a little bit. You want to go and buy a phone in Computer Village. When you get to Computer Village, you hold your money. You tell them, okay, I want to buy iPhone 16 or 15. You just cash out. I want to buy iPhone 16. Then they give you the iPhone 16. Then you see it, you look at it, you say, the period you guys are negotiating, there is no obligation, there's no compulsory that I must buy this phone. It's either I buy or I don't buy. You have the option to say, I don't even want to buy from this store. I want to go and buy from that other store. That period, that process is what we just want to talk about here. That process of you saying, okay, should I buy? Should I not buy? That is just what we want to talk about in option pricing. First, know that first step, done. Secondly, let me now explain something to you. There's something we call option holder, and there's something we call option writer. There's something we call option holder. There's something we call option writer. Good. Option writer. Now, let me explain the way option works for you now. Let me look for somebody's name. Let me say me and Mrs. Suleiman, because we bear the same name. So me and Mrs. Suleiman now want to deal on phone. Maybe she has a phone that she wants to give to me. That she drops the phone on the floor. She drops the phone like that. She says, "Okay, Mr. Ola, because you are my namesake, you see this phone, I have this phone. I want to sell it to you at a particular price. So let me explain. At that particular point, she's the option writer. At that particular point, she's the option writer. Because she's dropping the phone. Then she will tell me that, okay, at the end of the year, at the end of this whole contract, you can decide to buy the phone or not buy the phone, obviously, because it's an option for me to either buy the phone or not buy the phone. So at that particular point, I'm the option holder. Because I can decide that, okay, I'm holding that particular option at that particular point. That, okay, she has given it to me, so I'm holding the option. And at the end of the day, I can say, I'm on that Mrs. Sulaiman say, no serious. I beg. I don't want to buy phone from her, Joe. Then at the end of that option, so at that point, she's the option writer. Me, I'm the option holder. Let's go again. So you understand what option. So, but the problem with option now is you don't really consider, even finance generally, you don't really consider the seller. At this particular point, you will not really consider Mrs. Sulaiman. You consider me, because me, I'm a customer. So we'll look at it from my own aspect, not from my own aspect. Nothing concerning her concern this scenario. You look at it from my own aspect, because me, I'm the customer now. Good. So now she has dropped the phone. As she drops the phone, she will tell me, okay, 31st December 2024. That is the expiration date of this contract that I'm giving to you. And the particular, the amount that you will pay at the end of this contract to buy this phone, at the end of this thing, is 20,000. Okay, no, iPhone 16 is expensive, so it's not 20,000. Let's say maybe 2 million. I don't know how much, but 1.6, let's just say 2 million. So at the end of this contract, you will pay 2 million for you to permanently buy this phone. But at that particular point, I have the phone. Do you understand? So now, in that particular scenario now, she's the option writer, I'm the option holder. Good. From my own end, I can decide to buy the phone. And for my own, look at it from my own. As I'm looking at it from my own end, I don't necessarily have to buy the phone. It doesn't necessarily have to be an option to buy. It can also be an option to sell. Okay, now what if she gives me the phone and say, okay, Mr. Ola, if you are able to help me sell this phone for this particular amount at the end of the year, it's still the same scenario. I don't necessarily have to buy it. She can also give me to sell it. So it doesn't necessarily have to be an option to buy. It can also be an option for me to sell. Please, are we together? Answer me. Let me know if you're together. Abi and Melo.
Yes, sir.
Together, sir.
Yes, sir.
But with you.
We are
Yes,
together.
sir.
Okay. Let me continue. So I'm saying it doesn't necessarily have to be an option to buy. It can also be what? An option to sell. She's giving me the phone and she's saying, okay, at the end, like I said, don't look at it from my own perspective. Look at it from our own is just at the end of the contract, get 2 million naira. She does not care. Either I buy it, either it's my money that I used to buy it. It no concern her. Either I sell it to Mr. Azeta or Mr. Anybody. It does not concern her. It's just that, okay, she wants to get 2 million naira at the end of the contract. No matter. Either I decide to buy it or I decide to sell it. Which now leads me to what we call, so the buying and the selling. That is normal market woman, normal computer village, normal everybody's terminologies. But in SFM, in finance, in option, don't let me say in SFM, in option, what we call it is a call option and a put option. I'm already going into option pricing now, so please follow me. It's called a call option or a put option. The option to buy that particular option. The option to buy an underlying asset. Let me link it to the definition of option now. The option to buy an underlying asset at a given price at a particular or specific expiration date is called a call option. Option to buy is called a call option. Okay, sorry, don't let me speak Yoruba. Be writing it down. The one you cannot write down, put it in your left hand. Don't use it to eat. If you use left, put it in your right hand. Don't use it to eat, I beg. Option to buy is called a call option. The option to sell, not an obligation. We've left obligation, nothing concerning us. It's right now. The right or option to sell an underlying asset at a given period of time at a specific price is called a put option. A put option. Put option to sell, call option to buy. That is those are the two terms. Those are the two things we'll be dealing with particularly very well. Moving on. So please, you need to know those things. Option to buy, call option. Option to sell, put option. Good. So let me now continue moving on. So now, I said something about 2 million naira where I said when me and Mrs. Suleiman were agreeing the contract, the options, she tells me that okay, at the end of the year, she wants me to sell. I mean, she wants that I'm going to give her 2 million naira. In that scenario, 2 million naira is the price of the underlying asset. That is what we call price of the underlying, value of the underlying at that particular point. That is what we call price of the underlying. But do you know that, let's say this contract now, we agreed it 1st of January or 2nd of February, beginning of the year, but she said at the end of the year, I'll pay her. Okay, said at the end of the year, that is when the contract, and 31st of December, that's when the contract will end. Accepted. So now, at the end of that year now, obviously now, is Mr. Tinubu that is still there. When you now want to, when at the end of that year, the contract, I mean, the price of what's the name? The price of the price of iPhone is no now is no more what now? Is no more is no more 1 point, it's no more 1.6 now. Are you with me? It's no more 1.6. Let's now say it's now like 3 million or 4 million. So now, do you know that there's a premium on that price now? Because when you guys agreed, when you guys started, you guys said, okay, at the end of the year, it's 1.6 that you pay me. But now the value of the stuff now is now 2 million. It's now 2 million, it's 3 million. It's not sorry, it's not a premium. Because now what I'm saying is, let me explain again. What I'm saying is, it's an option, it's not compulsory. So you guys have agreed that okay, I'll pay 1.6 at the end of the year. You guys have agreed. So it's now 31st of December. The price is now 3 million. Will you exercise the option or you will not exercise the option? I'm asking the class. Madam alone.
I will not exercise.
Exercise.
Let me explain my scenario again. What I'm saying is, me and Mrs. Sulaimon now, we agree that this phone, at the end of the year, either you decide to buy or you decide to say, I'll collect 1.6 million naira from your hand from this phone. Then, when it's not that December, you now go to Computer Village and go and price that same phone. And they're telling that the phone is already 3 million. Because the phone is already 3 million does not mean the price with Mrs. Sulaiman is going to change. It will not, because you guys already agreed. Agreement is an agreement. 1.6. Will you exercise the option? What exercising of the option means is taking the option. That's what exercising means. Taking the option. So will you take that option? Yes, you exercise the option now, because at that particular point now, as a customer, is valuable to you. It makes sense to you. But for her, for Mrs. Sulaiman, it does not make sense, because the value of the underlying now, which is the price, the value of the assets, has gone up. But the exercise price, which is the 1.6 that you're exercising that particular point, the exercise price is still the same thing. But the value of the underlying, the value of the iPhone, the value of the assets has gone up in the market. So at that particular point, for her, it's not a very good business. But for you, it's a very good one. So you exercise that part. And if it goes the other way, that okay, she says that okay, you pay 1.6 million naira at the end of the contract. Then you go to Computer Village, you say iPhone 6 is now 1 million naira. Will you exercise the option or you will not exercise it?
You will not exercise.
Yeah, madam. We'll leave it for her and I say, madam, I beg, I know do again. And so you go and pick the value, so you go and pick the phone somewhere. This is my explanation, this is my scenario. I've spoken about time to expiration. I've spoken about expiration, which is, let's say now she tells me that okay, from January to December, that is the time of the contract, that is the time to expiration. I've spoken about value of the underlying, which is the value of the assets, the value, the real value, the fair value, the market value, the any value you want to call it, but the value of the underlying. I've also spoken about excise price. This is the fixed price at which an underlying can be bought or sold. The price that you guys agreed from beginning that okay, this is the price I want to sell it. That is what I've spoken about excise price too. Now let me speak about something. You know that the option writer now, which is Mrs. Sulaiman, the other Mrs. Sulaiman now. There's in all this transaction, there's a risk. You guys know in everything we do in SFM, we always take account of risk. There's a risk. there's a risk of either the value of the underlying being greater than the exercise price at the end or being lower. So all those things is a risk. So we need to also take account of the risk. So all those things are things that form a proper option pricing. So if you understand all these things, believe me, you are very good to go. Very, very good to go. Let me still continue. We have styles of option. We have, of course, styles of option. We have American style option and European style option. Very simple. American style option, the options that can be exercised at any time. There's nothing like it has to be 1 year, it has to be 2 years. If you say, Mr. Suleiman says, okay, Mr. Ola, take this phone. I will collect 1.6 at the end of the year. I'll collect 1.6. There's nothing like in 1 year's time, in 2 years' time, I'll collect 1.6. If you come to me and tell that, okay, I want to buy it 1.6, take. I'm going. That's what American style option means. The European style option, it has to be exercised at the end of the expiration. It has to be, if it's 1 year, it has to be 1 year. If it's 6 months, it has to be 6 months. If it's 2 years, it has to be 2 years. You cannot exercise before that. Are we together? But American style option, that one can be exercised anytime. You can decide to wake up tomorrow and go exercise it. That one can be exercised at any time. So all those things I've explained, those are the factors that affect value of an option. I've spoken about value of the underlying or stock price. I've spoken about exercise price. I've spoken about time to expiration. Like I said, you always take account of risk. So you take risk, then the volatility of the underlying, that's like a standard deviation kind of thing. So you take account of that too. So those are the things that affect the value of an option. So I explained each and every one of them one by one here, which is the value of the underlying. I said it's a means of acquiring the underlying, whereas a put option is a means of selling the underlying. I've explained all those things. Let me give you guys a very good check in some questions, in option questions. These are option questions used to be. Normal option question will be 15 marks. Then there's always a 5 marks theory part. There's always a 5 marks theory part. And most questions that you see in part 5, this is where the theory used to come from. Like the effect of this value of the underlying, like you see these 5 factors. I'm giving you a spoon now, you will not listen now. The effect of these 5 factors on a call or put option. Let me come again. I said the effect of value of underlying, exercise price, time to expire, the effect of all of them on a call or put option. Either a call option goes up or a put option goes up. So anyway, so I'll give you guys after this whole class, please, if it's cram, you can cram it. If it's learn, you can learn. See, I always tell people, qualify first before you start asking why. When you are done, when you go to induction, you'll be asking why. But for now, let's chatter first. So, like I was saying, so you need to, if it's cram it. If it's learn it. So you need to learn the effect of this thing on the call option, on the put option. So I'll allow you guys to go and study it after the class. So the effect of it on the call option. See, for this value of the, I intentionally kept it there for you, so you will not say you did not see it. See this value of an underlying now. I said, therefore, a call option will be worth more. Can you see I'm already linking this underlying to a call option? I said, therefore, a call option will be worth more if the underlying is worth more, and the put option will be worth more if the underlying is worth less. This means that for a call option, the greater the price of the underlying item, the greater the value of the option to the holder. Or for a put option, the lower the share price, the greater the value of the option to the holder. Full stop. If it's that line that you want to cram it, move on. For exercise price, I said exercise price is also known as strike price. For see it again, I'm already linking it to it. For a call option, the value of the underlying must exceed the exercise, and for a put option, the value of the underlying must be less than the exercise price in order to justify the exercise price. Therefore, for a call option, the lower the exercise price, the greater the value of the option. That is all those things. That is the relationship. I can, and they know how to cook English, so they can cook it anyway. They can say what is the relationship of the factors that affect the value of an option to a put or call option. People will say, Mr. Ola did not teach us. He's not in our material. That Mr. Ola does not even know how to teach. That man will not even give us what we need. Meanwhile, it's right here in your front. It's you that does not. It's just you that did not do GST in school or GES, that you don't just understand English. It's grammar. It's still the same thing. So the factors, these are the factors, is the relationship with either call option or put option. This is it here. So this for exercise price. This for time to expiration. See it here. From call options worth more the longer the time to expiry, because there's more time for the price of the underlying to increase. Put option are worth more if the price of the underlying falls over time. I kept it there for risk-free. I took my time to compute it for risk-free, and I computed it for volatility. So it's not left for you to decide. If you want to read it, fine. If you don't want to read it, I cannot do more than that. So now, these are the five factors that affect value of an option. So this is all you need to know. Let's move on. So we also have what we call moneyness. I want to explain all this theory. If I can solve one question or two questions, if I can solve the two questions I have, I'm good to go. We'll see. Okay, we'll not see next diet. We'll see at induction. You and Mr. Kabiru will see at induction. So so now let's move on. Let's go to moneyness of an option. Moneyness of an option, we have what we call in the money. So if you guys see anything that involves moneyness of an option, this is what they are talking about. That they are talking about in the money, out of the money, and at the money. So you let me drink water. So I said, anywhere you hear moneyness of an option, they are simply talking about in the money, out of the money, or at the money. This one is quite easy. What this one is talking about is in the money simply means that it simply means that there is gain. It simply means that there is gain. You can be writing it down. Out of the money simply means that there is loss. And at the money simply means that there is no gain or there is no loss. Easy peasy. That is just what it means. I said in the money means that there is gain. Out of the money means that there is loss. At the money means that there is neither gain nor loss. I see it now, it makes sense now. Value of the underlying being greater than the exercise price, or value of the underlying being less than the exercise price, there is loss. So what this means is the value of the underlying, the price they are selling it now, whenever it's greater than that particular exercise price, there's gain. Out of the money. Okay, let me practicalize this real quick. Let me practicalize it here so that you guys can I type? Okay, yes, I can. So let me practicalize something here now. So let's say, okay, we call something premium. What does premium mean now? As Mrs. Please, are we still together?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you are the.
Yes,
So
sir.
let me explain something. As Mrs. Sulaiman, as we are agreeing that you at the end of the year you want this iPhone 1.6. It's not as if she will just go. I'll pay her something called premium. Premium is like the money it's like a deposit. That this person is serious. This person is maybe out of 1.6, I can give her like maybe 200K just to take that option at that particular point. But it's going to be in the contract. Or either you pay premium back or you don't pay premium back. It's going to be either you refund premium or you don't refund premium. That one is between the two of you. But anyways, that is the way. There's something called premium, which is the money you pay to hold that option for now. So now let me explain what it is in the option, in the money, out of the money, and at the money means for you guys, so you see. So let's say our premium now. Let's agree. We said 200K now. We said 200K. Then let's say now. So let's say our excise price. Let's say our excise price. How much is our excise price again? 1.6 now. 1.6 million. So now let's now go. Let's now say, so I'll give you, so there will be three options now. So let's say option one. So let's say option one. Okay, no, let me move this two down a little. Okay. So I'm saying that. So we say, let's say we have option one. We have option one. This we have option two. Here we have option three. Good. So what I'm simply saying is, so now let's now say for option one now, she says that she says this one is 1.6 plus 200. Let me write this 200 in full so I can easily calculate it. Okay, so let me say there is 1, 5, there is 2, 5, and for this, let's say there is 1, 8. Okay, good. So now this is option one, this is option two, this is option three. Good. So for this particular phone now, she has given me the premium of 1,000. Then Then she said that, okay, at the end of this contract, too, I'll pay her 1.6. So the first option is now that, okay, so now after the end of that 1 year now, I now go to the market. I now see that, say, Omo, there is, what's the name? The price of this particular iPhone now is now 1.5 million. Say, and this one now, because you've paid this premium. So let's assume we are not even refunding the premium. So automatically, what this means is 200 plus 1,800,000. But the price of the stuff now is now 1.5. Will you go and exercise it? Will you exercise that option or not?
I'll exercise it.
Why will you exercise it, madam? When the price is 1.8,
You will not exercise it.
you now go to the market and you're seeing it for 1.5 in the market. I don't think you guys get my explanation. Let me come in. I'm saying that the premium that you are paying now, like a deposit, you are not refunding. She's not refunding us. That's the money we've given her. So 200,000 is the money that we've deposited. She now said that, okay, at the end of the year, the price of the phone is 1.6. So the total money that we incurred on that, or we incurred on this particular iPhone is 1,800,000. We now go to Computer Village and they tell us that this iPhone is now 1.5. We used to go to that woman and go and pay 1.8 for the same phone.
No.
So you will not go there. So you come and exercise this particular, you go to your Computer Village and go and buy the phone there. So you not exercise this particular option. So this one now means there is a loss. This one now is a loss. So since it's a loss now, and like I said that in the money means that there is gain. Out of the money means there is loss. Then at the money means what? There is neither gain nor loss. So this one now means there is loss. So this simply stands for out of the money. Then this other one now, you and this woman agreed the premium is 200. The exercise price is 1.6. Everything total is 1.8 that you exercise. Then you now go to the Computer Village and they tell you that I told you don't look at it from the seller side. You look at it from our own side as a customer. So now 1.6 plus 200, the 1.8, that's the option that woman is giving to me. Then I go to Computer Village, they tell me 2.5. You 2.5 million. So you not gonna go and exercise the 1.8.
I'm going to
God
exercise
forbid 2.5k. So you probably go and exercise
the option. Yes.
That 1.8. It means that you've gained. You exercise at that particular. It means that you've gained extra like 600,000. So that's it. You. So that is in the money. Are you looking at it comparing to this explanation? When the value of the underlying, this is the value of the underlying, when it's greater than the excise price, it means that there is a gain. So the money means there is a gain. Out of the money means there is loss. But this one now, 1.8 and 1.8 is equal the same thing. There is neither gain nor loss. So that is what at the money means. No baton. Simple as that. Easy peasy. Have we hang? Have we jammed traffic?
No.
That's right on, sir.
Traffic.
No, we are with you, sir.
Down below.
We are with you, sir.
No traffic yet.
Down below means and some people should have learned you.
No traffic.
There's no
No
traffic
traffic.
yet.
Are we
No
together? There's
traffic.
traffic. If there's traffic, please.
Yes, we are together.
Tell me now.
Together.
So there's no traffic. This one, there's no traffic. I can continue. Yeah, can I continue? No, so in the
Yes,
morning,
continue.
If you want to snap it. Oh, I'm deleting it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Don't delete it. Oh. Some of us didn't see it at all. Please, sir.
Long.
We can't even see your screen. Please don't delete.
What do you think?
You send it to us, please.
I know I will send the material, but that explanation I just explained, I don't delete them. But I've sent the material already now.
Explanation, sir. The cocoa.
You watch it on YouTube, madam. So let's continue. Thank you. So now that's moneyness of an option. Yet you just can't see your notes. In the money means nobody will ask you these things, but just for knowledge sake, in the money means there is a gain. Out of the money means there is loss. At the money means there is neither gain nor loss. Just use that explanation I gave you. Value of the underlying, you know what value of the underlying means. You know what exercise price means. Just 1.6200. You can picture that in your head now. So let's move on. That is that now. So now we now have what we call, we've not even gotten to what we have to do today. I'm just doing explanation. We've not gotten there at all. I'm so far. Okay, this is where we have work to do. But let me just explain what we mean by intrinsic value of an option. Nobody will ask you what this one is, I beg. So intrinsic value of an option. This value of an option is simply the difference between the exercise price of an option and the price of an underlying. You know, before we've been doing, when we did moneyness of an option, we just compared which one is greater. But this one, we are doing the difference between the exercise price of an option and the price of the underlying. Simple. So let's go to the intrinsic value of an option. Intrinsic value of an option. You will say, oh, sorry, of a call option now, of a call option. You say that the European call option allows the holder to buy the underlying at expiration by paying the exercise price. Hence, the option will be hence the option will be exercised if and only the value of the underlying exceeds the exercise price. That is, ST means price of the underlying is greater than X means exercise price. You only exercise the intrinsic value of a call option if your price of the underlying is greater than your exercise price. Otherwise, the holder will simply ignore and allow the call option to expire. Let me ask you guys something. Let me know. let me check for people that went to school, people that went to good school, not people that went to Namina U University. Let me see people that went to school. What's the difference between? I think I've did this thing in class before. Is it the same thing or they are different?
They are different.
Thank you, madam. Explain to me. Why do you think they are different?
S is greater than S. Why S is less than S?
Yeah, the same thing.
Yeah, the same thing.
Yeah, the same. It's just the way you wrote it, sir.
They are the same thing
Madam,
expressed in different ways.
Madam, you went to
Yes.
Namina. Madam, you went to Namina.
They are the same thing.
Okay.
No, you cannot explain this. You have to go to Namina U. What's the name of your university? Namina U. This thing is the same thing now. S is greater than T, or X. Sorry, S is greater than X, or X is less than X. It's the same thing. 2,000 naira is greater than 1,000 naira, or 1,000 naira is less than 2,000 naira. Grammar, same thing. It's just the way you put it. You can either say, if you say 2,000 naira is greater than 1,000, or someone can also say 1,000 naira is less than 2,000. It's the same thing. It's just grammar. But somebody saying 2,000 naira is greater than 1,000, then somebody else is saying 1,000 naira is greater than 2,000. At that particular point, they are now saying different things. It's English. So 2,000 naira is greater than 1,000. Then somebody else is saying 1,000 naira is greater than 2,000. That one, they are saying different things. What I'm saying is somebody have said, because that's how I will be explaining to you people. 2,000 naira is greater than 1,000. And somebody else saying 1,000 is greater than 2,000. Is this one not different?
It's different.
Different.
It's different now, but somebody saying 2,000 naira is greater than 1,000. 2,000 naira greater than 1,000. Then somebody else is also saying 1,000 naira is less than 2,000. This one is the same thing now. They are both simply saying the same thing. So you need to be very careful. So whenever the value of the underlying asset, whenever it's greater than the exercise price, that is the intrinsic value of a call option. You exercise. But if the exercise, I'm taking my time to explain 1,000 naira, 2,000 naira now. It's not that I will be asking people who just be guessing or exercise, don't exercise. Please, you only exercise the intrinsic value of a call option when the value of the underlying is greater than the exercise price. If the exercise price is greater than the value of the underlying, what do? You ignore it. But if this ST is greater than X, you accept, you exercise the option. Don't worry, you understand. Let's just continue. The value of an option at expiration is the higher of 0 and the underlying price minus exercise price. Let me solve one question because I know that the way people are already looking at me, people don't like me again. So let me just solve one question. This is the formula. The formula is CT, which is the intrinsic value of the call option, equals to max. Max means higher of 0 or ST minus X. It means that you first calculate your ST minus X. ST is your what? Value of the underlying. You subtract somebody's unmuted, please. Your value of your underlying, you subtract your exercise price. Whatever you get, you compare it to 0. Which one is higher? Then you pick it. Obaton. Let me solve this example one. Because people going to me, I don't like it. Oh yeah. Number one says if the exercise price is 50 naira and the underlying price at expiration is 55, what is the value of? Nobody will ask you this one. Oh. Don't be saying the option is simple. Nobody will, in this life, nobody will ask you this one. So, what is the value of the call option solution? I'm sure some of you will already be, some of you will be happy like that. You can never see juju. So what is the formula of this intrinsic value now? Let me copy it. CT equals to max of 0, then value of underlying minus what? Minus exercise price. So you can say my CT equals to, so okay, sorry, let me do this. So you now say let's say S, sorry. Okay, so you say ST. I'm trying to determine my S. You know, I said you first determine your ST minus your X first now. People are silent too much. Oh. So you first do ST minus. You say your ST minus your X. So in this question, now what's our ST? What's the value of our underlying? Damn
45.
Value of underlying.
55.
So let's do it like that. So let's see. Somebody's unmuted though. Okay. So you say ST, the value of the underlying.
Okay.
The value of this one is 55. So what's my exercise price?
50.
So the first problem is, the first question you will look at is your value of underlying is greater than your exercise price, which is what we said here, that if your ST is greater than your X, you would what? Exercise the option. So the value of the underlying in this case is what? 55 and the exercise. So you first know that you will first exercise the option. The one that you're not supposed to exercise, don't worry, even you will know. Now let's continue. You see that you will do. So this is max of 0. And so what is 55 minus 50?
5.
So therefore, you will now say this max of 0 and 5. Abi. So therefore, which one is now our? So what is the value of our underlying then? So what's the value of our intrinsic value of our option?
5.
5 now, easy peasy. Maximum of 0 and 5. Which one is higher between 0 and 5? This is all. Nobody will ask me. Nobody will ask you for intrinsic value. Don't let me lie to you. Nobody will ask you for this one. So that is just that for this. As simple as that. You just need to determine this, compare it to max of 0. So that means you will exercise this option. The one you will not exercise, let's check. So this one now, let me solve this for you. Oh yeah. So this one is still the same formula, max of 0 and ST. So let me do this. So what's our value of underlying?
45.
45. What's our exercise price?
50.
So automatically, Jesus. So you then say that max of 0. So what is this now? What's 45 minus 50?
Minus 5.
Minus 5.
And the one that you will not even. So what is the higher?
0.
0 now. So it means usually the one that you will not exercise, we already know. Because when the value is already 0, obviously it means you are not exercising any option since the value is 0. So if you now go back to the explanation, if you go back to the question, you only exercise when the value of the underlying is greater than the exercise price. So if you look at value of the underlying is 45, exercise price is 50. So automatically you don't even need to calculate anything. Just go there. Say if they ask you this question in exam, paraventure, but believe me, you cannot see it. Don't solve self. You can just have a solution. The intrinsic value of this call option should not be exercised because the value of the underlying is less than the exercise price. Move on. That is all. But nobody will ask you. Don't be deceiving yourself that you've known this one, you know book. Nobody will ask you this one. I like. So that is that for intrinsic value of a call option, which leads me now to intrinsic value of a put option. This is just the other way around. This one is telling you that this one will only be exercised. It will only be exercised if the strike price is if the exercise price is greater than the strike price. It's the opposite of that one. Oh. If the exercise price, am I even saying right? Am I saying right? I'm saying rubbish. Okay, yes. You will only be exercised. It's the opposite of that one. If the exercise price is greater than the strike price, that is when this one would be what? It would be accepted or exercised. So this is the formula. Max of 0. Can you see that it's now the opposite of this one now? So that this one was ST minus X. So this one is now strike price minus value of underlying. Then the value of max. So this is an example. So let's solve. It's still the same example. So let's solve this now and let's see by ourselves. Let's see solution. I'm watching this part because believe me, if you are looking at it now, do you think they will ask you? You know now. You know the truth. So you see this question like they've diluted it. But I trust my people. Even foundation students cannot see a question like this. Oh yeah. So what's our exercise price in this question?
50.
What's our exercise price?
50.
The exercise price is 50, Abby.
Yes.
So what's our strike price? What's our value of our underlying? That's 55.
Oh, sir.
55.
So
yeah?
That's 55.
That's 55 now. So now this one now equals what?
-5.
So equals to -5. And you know that this one is saying that, I told you now, the one that, so which one is max? 0 now, obviously. So which one is the higher between -5 and 0? 0. Which one is higher between 0 and -5?
0.
So now you know the theory is the exercise price has to be greater than what? Than your value of underlying. That's the value of put option. Simple as that. Is that okay? There's another example. That's not what this is not why I'm here. But before I go say I know teacher now. So let me do this example too. Oh yeah. This one is let me delete this one. Okay. I can just copy this. So this one that you already see that the value of the exercise price already greater than value of the underlying. So you should know that you exercise the option. Just know that at the back of your head first. So you know that thing you are doing will be easy. So 0, what's our exercise price? Our exercise price here now is 50 now, Abby. 50. What's our value of underlying? 40, 48, and 45. So therefore now the value of our assets is the intrinsic value of our put option is what? 5. Automatically means that you exercise. No baton. Have we jammed traffic? If anybody even jam traffic, I'll leave you alone. You go and enter surely. Because that one is it clear, please?
Yes, sir.
100.
Yeah, able to answer me now. There was energy before. As energy come down, is it clear?
Let's move on.
Thank you. Let me look for people that has never spoken in my class before. People are very lucky. The way I used to do last diet, then okay, I don't open any of my last diets the entire year, sure. But the way I used to do, anybody that does not used to answer question in my class, I will just call the person randomly and ask question. But this diet is very short, so I don't have all those time. Because a lot of people have never spoken in my class before. If you want to be receiving free class, you don't want to control, you don't want me to hear your voice, but you want to be hearing my own. No one more. Oh yeah, you know if you don't talk, your mouth will smell. So better talk now. Okay. So now, all those ones are just, you know, when you want to play football now, you first warm up, you first jog, you first do like Ronaldo, like you know how to play ball. It's until you start the real match, you know that you will know if you are good or you are not good. So these ones we are doing, we first they play, we are jogging around. So now let's know if we know how to play ball or we don't know how to play ball. Now let's get to the real deal. So there's something we call Black-Scholes option. As you are seeing plenty formula, lie that you are not scared. So this is where separates the boys from the men, the girls from the women. So now this is what we call Black-Scholes option pricing, BSOP. I'm sure some of you would have heard of it. Some people that are going to centers might have heard of it. Some people that are not going to centers might have seen it somewhere or heard of it. So this is what we call Black-Scholes pricing model. Like I said, or like this thing said, or like this my material said, Black-Scholes BSOP, let me just say BSOP, their name is too long, I beg. BSOP is a method for determining the fair price or market value of a call or put option based on 5 elements, which I had explained earlier. Can you see the sequence? I already explained all these things because I know where it's leading me and where it's leading us. So nobody can see all these things now and say you don't understand or you don't know what it means. I cannot tell you underlying price. You say you don't know, you've never heard of it. I will say exercise price, say you do because I've explained to you. So that's the sequence. I know what I'm doing when I started with all those explanations. So Black-Scholes pricing model now. You use these 5 elements. You use the underlying price, underlying stock price, which is your PA. You use your exercise price, which is your PE. You use your risk-free volatility, your S, and expiration, which is your T. I've explained all those things earlier. In some material or in your pathfinder, this PA might not be PA. They can represent it with anything. Maybe S. The exercise price, they represent it with E. It's still the same thing. You can write PA. It's still the same thing as PA. You can also write PE. Or underlying stock price can be S. Exercise price can be E. It's grammar. If your own exam, you can go and write A or you write C. As long as you say A represents underlying stock price, anything you like use. There's no terminology or rule, but because that's what they use in ICANN Pack, everybody just think it's right to use it. But in your own, if you say A represents stock price, move on with it. But please, let's just follow the set guidelines. Either use PA, PE, or use S and E. Thank you very much. So now, before I explain or before I continue, you guys know the way I always do. Let me paint the way this option pricing scenario, the way we look at what we are trying to do, what we are trying to achieve, so that when we are solving questions, you guys can know where we are going or what we are trying to do. So I'll break down all these things for you guys. Please listen. If you've not been listening before, you can leave intrinsic value. Nobody will ask you. But at this point, please listen to me carefully. I'm saying that if you've not been listening to me before, I'm clapping. Hey, you that are sleeping, wake up and listen to me. So now, BSOP is a method that used to determine the value of the option. Good. Those value of those options are determined based on 5 elements: stock price, exercise price, risk-free rate, volatility, and expiration. This is what makes option pricing very sweet. Because this is not like APV. You remember when we're doing APV, you first go and get issue cost, you get subsidy, you get interest. Before you now, it's not happening here. Because this one, all these 5 elements would have been given to you in the question, live and direct. Nobody's telling you to go and determine any of them. All the 5 would be given to you in the question. Where the problem is can you identify them? After identifying them, can you convert them to what is needed? And number 3 is, even after converting, can you insert them to these equations correctly? If you can, you are very good. So like I was saying, they would have given you the 5 variables, live and direct. So now, this first formula you are seeing here is value of a call. This is how to determine value of a call option. Just determine what value of a call option. Value of a call option is PA, which is your open bracket ND1 minus PE, which is your exercise price of the underlying, open bracket ND2, exponential minus R is your risk-free and T is your time to expiration. Don't panic. This formula will be given to you at the back of your exam booklet. But me, Olanshile Omogbola, they've never told me before that a formula will be at the back of exam booklet and I will not know it. I will still know it because obviously I would have been practicing now. So when I was practicing, would I be going to the back and be no? I always tell, what if they get there and they change it tomorrow, and they don't, and they stop putting it at the back? What will I say happen? Who will I sue? So it's always better. It's always better to always know it. I can't start a present case study. They did not. It's not as if it's not as if you and we sat down together and they just started. So it's their exam. They can try to do anything. So don't say because they're at the back. The ones that all these them 4-figure table, you cannot cram those ones. How you cram 4-figure table? Why are you? Are you Sheldon? So you cannot all those things. Normal distribution table. But all these small formulas, please work all those things. Please let's know them. Moving on. So this first formula is how to determine a call option. I'm sure some of you might be wondering what's ND1, what's ND2. Don't rush. We'll get there. The second one is how to determine put option. Formula for put option is PE, which is your exercise price, multiplied by your exponential minus RT, open brackets, 1 minus ND2, PA, 1 minus ND1. When students to fail this in is board mass. People that went to Agbole Primary School, Agbole Secondary School, that down that it's beside your house, that you are leaving the gate, you are entering the school. Sometimes you will leave school, you come and enter the house. This is where we will know. Because this is where you will do board mass. Because if you do all these things together at once, it will give you wrong answer. So you need to know your board mass very well here now. Moving on. If you don't know board mass, you can pause the video a little bit. Go and check what board mass is. Check out before you come back. So now, like I said, some of you might be wondering that what is D1? What is ND1? What is ND2? ND1 means normal distribution table. Normal distribution table. ND2, normal distribution table. But this D1, this is the formula to determine it. This D2, this is the formula to determine D2. This D1, you use your ln. Ln is your natural logs in your calculator. Ln of your PA, which is your value of your underline, over your PE plus R is your rate, plus 0.5. The 0.5 is constant. S2 is your standard deviation, which is this multiplied by your time over S square root of T. Whatever you get here, you will use it here. So if this one is wrong, automatically this one is wrong. If this one is wrong, the two things you are putting in this formula, they are wrong. So automatically the value of your call option or put option is wrong. So you need to be very careful. So these are all the formulas you need to know. So now let me now paint the scenario for you and where we are going. So what I can do is, so they will write a story, plenty story. Then in the story, they will give you your value of the underline. They give you your exercise price. They give you all the variables you need. And they say determine the call option or determine the put option using Black-Scholes BSOP. Good. Normal students, what will you do? First, bring out your variables. Bring out your value of your underline. Bring out your exercise price. Bring out your time. If your time is 6 months or any month, please always divide your month by 2. Like, not divide by 2, always convert it to decimal. Please, always share as much as all the variables has to be in decimal. Both standard deviation. If your standard deviation, if they give you 13%, you use 0.13. Always convert everything to decimal so that it's easier for you. So once you convert everything to decimal, so once you have all your variables, the first step now, the first thing you will do is you cannot put all those variables in this formula because you need to determine this D1 first. So all those variables, first thing, come and put them in this formula. Your ln is on your calculator. Anybody that knows how to use calculator, ln is on your calculator, ln PA over PE. I'll put everything in this formula, your D1. Once you get your D1, whatever you get, come and substitute it in this D2. Whatever you get in this D2, you have D1 and D2. You're not going to check D1 and D2 in the normal distribution table. Please, when we get there, I'll show you how to check normal distribution table. Normal distribution table is at the back of your question paper. So I'll need everybody now to open any icon pass question. SFM, then go to the back. Let me open my own for you so you see where normal distribution table is. I wanted to send it to use that we should bring it to class, but I forgot. So this is my own. This is an icon question. These are our SFM, normal SFM question. This is November 2019. So after question 5, question 6. So these are how the formula. These Black-Scholes. See the formula here. This is your option pricing formula. This is your parity. But I told you not to risk it. So this is the first one is your annuity table formula. Then the second one is your normal distribution table. There are two types of number distribution table. There's half table, there's full table. The one that I can use is the one at the back of our question paper is half table. But the one that if you go to Google, if you put normal distribution table, the one Google will give you is full table. Don't worry, when we solve question, I will explain the difference between an half table or a full table and a full table to you. But please let's use this one for easier purpose. Because I know some people I'm saying because I know some people will go to Google and say normal distribution table. So if you bring it out, we'll not be getting the same figure. Because this one is half table, that one is full table, so they are different. So please, so go there, have this at the back of your mind, then we'll move on. Please let me finish the explanation, then I will take questions. So after you've put all of it, so you can put any answer you get there, you put it in your call option. If it's put option, you put it in your put option. As simple as that. So these are the assumptions of BSOP. Please learn these assumptions too. They used to ask all these things are free 5 marks. Please, all these ones will have they have what's the name? They have explanations to them, but don't have strength. So please go and do assignments. You should go and read now. It's not everything we will teach you. So go and make little write-up on them. They have little write-up on them. So assumptions of BSOP. These are the limitations of BSOP 5. You can go and get more. Get like 2 more. The way I read. Anything I want to learn, maybe any theory, please, if you have not been doing it, go and start doing it. Maybe that's the reason some people even used to fail. Anything you want to learn, or any maybe you want to learn types of something or examples of something, the minimum, let the minimum be 5. Maximum can be 10, 7, but minimum 5. And if you want to, because I say minimum is 5, does not mean you should learn 5 exactly. So you can learn like 7 or 8. Why? Exam pressure. You can get to exam and you don't remember about 1 or 2 anymore. But if you don't remember about 1 or 2 that you knew 7 before, you don't remember 1 or 2, automatically it still takes you back to the 5 that you asked to answer. I think I can ask you is 5. You cannot ask you 10 or 7. I don't think you can ever ask you that. That's too much. So 5. Or either you learn 7 or 8. So if you forget 1 or 2, you are still coming back to 5. Or either you learn 5, if you forget 2, or you forget 3, that is 2. You now do that in your head and say, I know these things. All those time, 30 minutes has gone. So please, you can go and add 2 more to this limitation so you'll be on the safer side. Good. So let me explain put-call parity. Then I will now take time for explanation before I go to these Greeks and rubbish. So now, let me explain put-call parity. I will take questions. Please hold on. Let me just explain so you can ask all your questions together, please. What does put-call parity means? We've done purchasing power parity now, which is that one that will relate to inflation, and that way we did our international investment appraisal that we linked counter currency to the base currency. We've done that. Anything parity, what we are trying to do is we are trying to combine 2 different things together so that we can always use one formula for it. So the way I gave you formula for put option, I gave you formula for call option. So we're using put-call parity to bring a relationship to the 2 of them where we can always use the formula once. So this is the formula for put-call parity, which is the call of an underlying asset plus exercise price. This is also at the back. Call plus exercise price multiplied by exponential minus RT equals to put plus strike price. Whenever I solve any option pricing question, I always like to use put-call parity. Why? Because you see this put option. Whenever I see question on put option, I'm going to use put-call parity. Because you see this put option, it's easy to fail. I will not even lie to you because they are not well arranged. See the one. This one is easily. You can cram this one easily. PA ND1 minus PA ND2, easy to cram. But you see this one is a little bit somehow, so you can easily forget this one. So I always just learn call formula. So what you do with put-call parity is you can calculate anyone. So anyone you calculate, you just make it subject of formula to get the other one. That's just what put-call parity is saying. See it now. Call plus exponential minus ERT equals to put plus strike price. If you want to get your put now, you make put subject of formula.
This is what you get. You get to call plus this. If it's call, you want to make subject of formula, you move all these ones to this other side. So what you will now do is, if you are asked to calculate put option, if you ask to calculate call option or put option, so you can calculate call option, then put it in this formula to determine put option. Oh, you are not getting what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if they tell you to calculate, if they tell me to calculate put option in a question, I'm just explaining put copper. Don't worry, when we start putting figures to this thing, you understand. If I'm asked to calculate put option, which is option to sell now, Abi, what I will do is I will calculate call option. I will now come and substitute in this formula to get put option. Okay, let's break it down. Look at this formula now. Call plus exercise price equals to exponential minus RT equals to put plus strike price. Good. In my question, they would have given me my exercise price, Abi. They would have given me my R, they would have given me my T, they would have given me my stock price or my value of the underlying. The only two things I don't have in this question is value of my call or value of my put. So regardless of anyone they ask me to calculate, either call or put, I can always get put, then impute it in this formula to get call. Just the subject of formula now. All of you that went to school at Bole, you just do subject of formula. If it's call you want to, if it's put you want, if it's call you want to get, you can calculate put, then make call subject of formula. Just do normal mathematics, you get value of your call. So what I always do is, if I'm asked to calculate call option, fine. I don't necessarily, I might not use put call parity. It's just new personal preference. If I'm asked to call option formula is easy now. See it here, easy peasy. So I can always calculate call option straight. But any question where I'm asked to calculate put option, I always use put call parity because I don't have strength for this long formula. So what I'll do is I'll just calculate my normal call option. Then I will just say, okay, using put call parity. Then I will use subject of formula. Then I will determine my put easy without going through this formula route. Easy peasy. It's accepted. Nobody's going to penalize you. Even shows that you know what you are doing. So I'll just move on with my life. So that is simply what put call parity is just doing. It's just a relationship between the two, as simple as that. It's just subject of formula you need to know. So these are conditions for put call parity. You must have the same exercise. Please learn this thing though, I beg. I did not put them there for decoration. Must have the same exercise price, must have the same expiration price, must be European style option, must not pay dividend on the life of an option. You can get two more and move on with your life. Before I go to the Greeks and God have mercy. Yeah. Someone ask me a question so that the questions will not pile up. I'm just taking 5 minutes, 2 minutes question. Any question or I should fire on? I said it's only ladies that can talk. If you have questions, guys, ask me.
Fire on.
Fire on, sir.
Yes,
fire on.
Continue, sir.
Okay. I'm enjoying people tonight. Yeah. So that is what that is put call parity. Don't worry, we'll put figures to it. Believe me, you will enjoy it. Oh yeah, let's go on. So let's leave that. This is the Greeks. The Greeks is practically just theory. It does not really come out like that. So I would just there's no question regarding this. But I will still employ. It's practically just theory. I'll simply still employ you guys to, if it's calm, if it's learn, if it's read, don't leave it. These things are easy marks, easy 5 marks, easy 10 marks. I always tell you guys, I feel like I'm one of the students that knows the value of 2 marks, the value of 1 mark, 2 marks, and the value of 1 mark. I've given you my story, my foundation, business law. I got 50 on the dot. I got 4 papers. The others I had 70, 60, something around that line. Then I got to business law. I got 50. Imagine I got 49. It does not mean because I got 70 in my remaining 3 papers, they will say I should fly you. I will have to wait another 6 months because of 1 mark. But I got 50 on the dot. I wanted to run mark that day. In my skills, I got 6 papers. I passed 5. I failed only PM. In my audit, I got 51. 51. Imagine I got 50. Imagine I got 49. Imagine they just moved 2 marks or 2 marks or 3 marks. I would have written 2 papers, PM and audit. But that time I had time to focus on only PM. I can't wanted to die in my under period. I think that is something in my PM. Because I focused, it was only paper for 6 months. That was in final, same audit again, advanced audit. I got 50 on the dot again. So like I feel like I'm one of the students. So like any little mark you can accumulate, they all matter. So all these 5 marks, all these small theories, please don't leave them. Don't say they will not ask. You can just say, okay, oh, these Greeks now, it simply just measures sensitivity of these options. It's just sensitivity of option to one another. How does underline? How does value of underline? How does it relate? What's the sensitivity with option value? That's just what it measures. So delta now. Delta measures sensitivity of option value to changes in value of the underlying. This is the formula. Change in option value to change in price of the underlying. It can just be that it's only the formula you even learn. If you learn the formula, you use it to break this English. You know the first that I told you to know how to cook. This is not cooking spaghetti. This is not learn how to cook English. You need to read smart. So if it's just this one you can learn the formula, you use it to break out this English. So this one now is measuring relationship between change in delta value and price of the underlying item. That is still the same thing that is here, and that is gamma. Gamma measures change in delta value and change in price. So you can look for small explanations, small English to learn it. It's easy like that. So Vega shows the relationship between option price and volatility. Rho measures change in option value to change in risk free. If you've noticed, most of them are measuring change in option value to change in something, change in option value to change in risk, change in option value to change in time. So if I were you, change in option value, I will not cram, I will only cram time. I know that theta starts with T, time starts with T. So I know the one that measures T is theta, R risk free, R rho. Are you seeing the relationship? If I were you, that's where I would cram it to. But I'm learning a lot of things. I don't have time to be. So that's the way I would just do it. Most of them measures change in option value. And RO, rho, risk free, RR. So I know that, okay, it's rho, the one that has R that measures risk free. Theta, the one that has T, is the one that measures time to expiration. Vega, this isn't very easy. Vega, the one that has V, is the one that measures volatility. The only one that is different is gamma. That's the only one that is different. And it measures delta value to price of the underlying. And delta measures option value to price of underlying too. Easy peasy. If I were you, that's the way I would cram it to. So you know that it's only delta and gamma that does not really follow the same line. That's for the Greeks. They just measure sensitivity and relationship between option value and some of the values. Lobaton. Binomial option pricing model. These ones are just theories. This one can be used to price. I already explained what American options are. The ones that can be expired or the one that can be exercised at any time. These are the assumptions of binomial. These are the advantages of binomial option pricing. This one are just theory. These are the limitations of binomial option price. Only one major limitation: slow speed. This one is another rework. This is another dimension ICANN has been coming these days. So if you have not still been listening to me, listen to me very well here. So real option, we can go to question. Some people want to call figure. Some people want to. I think that's the last. Okay, then we'll soon go to questions. Oh, even my mouth is already paining me. So real options now. These are real options. It is the right but not the obligation to make capital investment. This is the direction I can like. Because they know that you have gone to cram formula for call option. It's even at the back. They know you've gone to cram formula for put option. So this is where they come from now. So this is the type of real options. We have option to abandon. We have option to expand. We have option to delay or defer. We have option to switch. Let me explain to you so that you can understand what they are trying to do. We are trying to use this thing now to make capital investment decision. We've done MPV, we've done all those things. So we are trying to use options to measure or to know whether to invest or not to invest in a particular capital investment decision. Good. So like I said we have option to abandon, we have option to expand, we have option to delay, we have option to switch. So let me put you in this scenario so that you can understand. So now, let's assume I'm building a house, or I want to build a house, and I did not finish it. Maybe I'm building the house. I've completed foundation. Then God forbid, and I go bankrupt, and I don't have money anymore. In your own normal sense, in your own terminology, in your own reasoning, what kind of option, what type of option do you think that will create? Would it create a call option or a? Let me first ask, what is a call option? I'm asking the class.
Option to buy. To buy an underlying asset at the given price.
Thank you. What's the put option?
Option to sell.
Option to sell an underlying asset at a given price.
Thank you very much. So let's now go back to my example now. You are building a house. You could not now finish it because you went bankrupt. Just thinking about what kind of option do you think that will create?
Option to abandon.
Put option.
So sell.
It's option to sell.
Hold on. Please, let's take it. Why are you still telling me option to abandon? I'm explaining option to abandon. You're still giving me answer to you're still giving me question that I ask. I said I'm explaining option to abandon now. I'm saying that you have only two types of option: option to buy, option to sell. You can only buy what you said. So leave option to abandon. I'm asking you that I was building a house and I'll go bankrupt. So thinking about it, what kind of option would that create you? Is there an option to buy or is there an option to sell?
Option to sell.
I'm not trying to sell now because you don't have money anymore. What do you want to do? It's a put option. So automatically, whenever you read the question, so this is the way I can do it. So they will paint the whole scenario. They will tell you, you know the way they used to do. Those people, they know how they are supposed to go and be writing Nigerian movies. You should go and help our Nigerian movies to go and be writing movies because this one's the right rubbish. So but they will paint story for you. Kinekon is built. They paint rubbish story. They will not tell you determine the option. They will not tell you is it call option, is it put option. They will not tell you. So it's not you that you've read the scenario. Okay, what is this guy trying to do? Okay, maybe the guy is trying to abandon. They will say, okay, now abandon the project. You that you've seen that abandon the project, you will just remember that, Mr. Ola, thank you very much. You are building a house. You went bankrupt. Foundation. This one is option to sell. So you meant to know there's an option to sell. The next thing that comes to your head is what? Put option. When put option comes to your head is go and put formula for put option. If you don't know it, go and use put call parity. Solve for call option, put it in that put call parity formula, get your put option. Then bam, you don't get your answer. So you people got the right answer for number one. Put option. This is I said this represents the option to seize the project. It occurs when the project is abandoned at a certain stage. The option to abandon gives the right to sell the cash flow arising from the project over its useful life at a scrap value. Effectively, the option to abandon is a what? Put option. Good. Let's move on to the next. Let me explain. So option to expand now. So now the house I was building, now I did not go bankrupt. I cash out. I sell Bitcoin. I shall cash out. I finish the other house. I finish second house. And I want to go and buy third house. I want to expand third house. Let me go and get another house. What kind of option would that lead me to?
Option to buy.
Option to buy.
All options. Yes, option to buy.
All option.
Option to buy.
It makes sense. So yes,
option to buy.
It makes sense. So yes, because now at this particular point now, you need to now buy, like you're expanding and you're buying this, you're buying. So that will lead you to a call option. Thank you very much. So yeah, so you guys please, this scenario I'm giving you, they are very important because these are the cases, these are the scenarios they will paint for you. So it's not left for you to know that okay, are they trying to expand? Are they trying to abandon? Are they trying to delay? Or are they trying to switch? So that is that for that. So you are correct for the third one too. That especially will normally require additional investment. You need to buy something more. So obviously, it will lead you to a call option. So let me explain what option to what. The third one is option to delay. Let me explain what option to delay. What option to delay is simply telling you. What option to delay is saying, okay, let's go back to my foundation, to my first house. I was building the house, I went bankrupt, and I left it. I broke now. I'm not saying, but there's a clause, and the clause is saying that okay, but in the next 2 years I will come back later. You know that first option to abandon, that one you are not saying you are coming back. You have left it saying, no, but you are saying that okay, I have a coin. I want to say in the next 2 years that will give me bastard money. So I'm coming back in the next 2 years to come and complete the house. You are not abandoning it, you are just delaying it, or you are defining it. I'll come back next 2 years to come and finish it. You are not abandoning it, you are still coming back. So what kind of option would that lead you to?
Option to buy.
Call option.
Option to buy.
Are you understand that you are just guessing? Let me first know first.
No,
Option to delay.
That's call option.
So option to delay will also lead you to
So,
what?
sir, it's from
A
your
call option.
explanation, anyways.
That's the meaning now. That is just the simple meaning. So those are the I'm painting scenarios for you because I can just read this thing for you and I will ask you to go and cram it. But I'm painting scenarios that these people will paint. They are very wicked people. These are the scenarios they will paint for you. They can tell you that the person wants to maybe purchase a machinery. Then after in a year's time, he decides not to go on with the project. He will not continue. He will not say after 2 years. He continued or he started. If they did not put that clause of after 2 years, it's option to abandon because it's not coming back. But if you have said that, okay, because it's just delay now, delay is not denial. Why do we say it? Because you're delaying the project does not mean you will not complete the house. You don't just have the money necessary. You are coming back. So you still need to buy. So when you come back, you will now go and buy what you need to complete the house. So that's still an option to buy. So that's still we call option. The only one that is different now is this option to switch. And this is where students used to fail. Because, okay, now let me explain option to switch to you now. So the way option to switch is now is, let's say you want to build the house. Let's say you want to build the house. Then, maybe because of high price of cement, high price of block, you decide not to build a 2-story. And you decide to switch to what? Hair of iron and all of this. He said, no, he said, I'm gonna be like this house, no go. This and the structure, the foundation that you did, is for 2-story. You can say, it be like this house, no go feel work. So let me switch. Maybe I should go and buy a car, or maybe I should even go and be paying rent. Let me go and sell what I have. Let me switch, or don't let me build. Don't let me build a house. Let me go and rent. So that one can. So my point is, I don't want to ask that because it will lead to a whole lot of argument and the point is, a switch option can either lead to a call option or a put option, depending on the scenario, depending on what they paint for you. That's why I had to explain this to you first. Because now, let me now use these 2 examples I explained. So now the person is building and say, let me switch, let me leave this house, let me go and buy a motor, and I'll rent out instead of me spending millions that I will not be able to finish. So let me sell the land and the house and where I have. Maybe I'll get 30 million. If I get 30 million, if I go and rent house and I buy a motor of 10 million, I spend 15 million, I'll still have 15 million to make business. Then you sell. So you are switching your investments. So that one, you are abandoning, you are selling the project. And so that one will lead to a put option because you will sell the project. Abi, but now, still because of let's now go back to the house matter. So now the house matter is now saying that I still be like this. I know if I will not be able to complete this house. Mr. Tinubu is not doing well at all. Say, maybe I should wait. Let me wait for his tenure to end. It's 4 years. Maybe when his 4 years end, let me be managing myself. Maybe when his tenure end, I can, maybe things would have improved. Maybe I can come back and come and complete it. You are not selling it. You are not abandoning it. It's just like option to delay.
Yes.
You are not selling it. You are just saying, when things improve, when cement come down, when block come down, I will come and continue. For now, let me first go and be using my money to eat first. Make I first the chop. Say, na person wey food they build house. Na person wey don't chop they build house. So make I first go chop first. When things have come down, I'll come and build the house. You are delaying it. So it depends on the whole scenario that can decide whether option to switch is a call option or a put option. Let me put a clause. This is not, they don't really test option to switch. Why? It's not they don't really test it, but like it can be complicated because it can be more of your own interpretation. So like, and you know that they don't always like when you have a different opinion, so they always like a uniform so that they can always mark so that the answer is only case study that they do your opinion for, but like they always like all this kind of course to be very uniform. So you don't really like to test all these options to switch because this scenario I painted for you. If you don't know how to interpret, you can have it in different form, which is not really good. So you don't really test option to switch. But regardless, if you decide to test option to switch, just understand the scenario, understand the whole story. know what they are trying to do. If they are switching and the switching is leading to delay, like I said, delay is not denial. The option is leading to delay. Know that delay is going to give you a put option. If the switching is going to lead to abandoning the project, say they are not doing again. It's not, they are not coming back. They are not just doing again. Know that that's abandon. That will lead to what? It will lead to a put option. And it's going to lead to what? It's going to lead to expanding. Say, let's switch from maybe making small things. So let's switch to expanding. Know that will also lead you to what? A call option. Just understand the scenario. So these are the value. This one I would. So in some questions, because the second, because of time, the second question will be an assignment. So you guys need to understand this part. So when you are valuing real option, like you guys know now. So if you want to value real option, you need to determine present value because you're trying to use cash flow now at this point now. So you need to understand the present value. So in those kind of questions, the present value of that cash flow of that project is still the same thing as your PA. You know the one I said now, if the first question we will solve, they will give you your value of the underlying, straightforward. That okay, anything that does not have to be, maybe you are trying to determine value, please listen to me or tell me. What I'm saying is, if you are doing a normal option, that is not this real option, that is not value, it's not option to expand, it's not, they will give you your PA, life. Say this is the value of the underlying. They will give you like that. This is the value of the underlying. This is the exercise price they will give you. But if it's this, you know, you're trying to value a real, you're trying to get we've done investment decisions now. So they will give you present value. Initial, you're trying to value a project. So those are the things you need. They give you initial investment. But don't panic. Whenever you see present value, know that your present value simply represents your PA. Your initial investment or outlay always still represent your PE. Please. So I still wrote something. I said initial investment or outlay will replace the exercise price P for option to delay and for option to expand. In addition, exercise price will be replaced with the sales proceeds of the project for option to abandon. Because option to abandon might not necessarily have initial investment or outlay. They're trying to sell now. So it can be sales proceeds, anyone. So if you sales proceeds, it's sales proceeds that you use for initial investment. What I'm saying is, your PA represents your PA of an underlying asset. You use your present value. They'll give you present value. You don't need to do normal MPV. No, they will give you your present value. So you just use your present value to replace your PE. Use your initial investment or outlay to represent your. Sorry, you use your present value to represent your PA, which is your value of the underlying. Then use your initial investment to represent your PE or sales proceeds. Time to expiration, the same thing. Risk free, same thing. Volatility, the same thing. Le bâton. Yeah, with this my explanation, you people are even good. I use how many hours to explain. With this my explanation, you people can go and write the exam without me writing anything, and you will pass. So yeah, do you have any question that you want to ask me real quick before I go on? I'm gonna solve one question. Maybe I'll solve one question. I'll give you the second one assignment. I will move on from option pricing. We'll maintain revision. You will understand, please. Yeah, we answer me. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Aaron, why are you crying? Mr. Aaron, are you there? Mr. Azeta, I'm seeing you today.
I'm here. I just wanted to do something different. I know that SFA is quite challenging, Sean. And you've done a lot, so I'm just wondering when you start solving, which part of the brain to enter.
No, you'll be fine. You'll be very fine. Mr. Azeta, been long I've seen you. Is this still here?
Hello, sir.
Hello, I'm with you.
All right, sir. I want to ask, strike price, does it have any relationship with this option price that we are doing, or is it? I just want to know. I just want to know the meaning.
I've been shouting this in the morning. Strike price is the same thing as excise price.
Excise price. Okay.
It can either be strike price or excise price. In some book, you see it as strike price. In some book, you see it as excise price. Right? The same thing.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
I'm trying to rest my mouth now. Oh, yeah, my system is low. Yeah, people should ask me. Let's go and solve question. Oh, yeah. Let me create another material. So solution to Trump percentile.
Hello, sir.
How do you ask me?
Hello. Hello, sir.
Ask me, sir, madam.
Okay, please. On the BSOP method, that ND2 stand for the BSOP method.
Okay. What does it stand for?
ND2 stand for what, please?
Normal
I know you
distribution.
said ND was for normal distribution table. ND2.
The same thing. The same thing ND1 starts for.
Okay.
I don't get normal distribution for this thing. I want to solution. Don't worry, when we solve question, you understand. Don't leave what it stands for.
Okay.
Solution to option pricing theory. Please, if you send me question or anything, but I'm sure I don't know if it's only God of mercy. It's the person that is closest to me that I've not even answered. Mr. Bola, that woman she will soon destroy from me. But I'm sure anybody that sends me question, the questions you want me to solve is very long. So I don't know. I've not even had time to even look at it proper. But I'm sure anybody that sends me question, I would have checked, I would have answered, I would have put you through. I'm sure.
Not all. You have not answered my own.
Let me check it again. Text me. Let me tag it again. Yes, but I'm sure I've done a better job than I did last night, or maybe because people are not questioning me like this last night. They wanted to injure me, calling me video call, calling me voice call. They did not allow me rest. I thank God they all passed successfully. So please question me on this period. I'm just a little bit busy. Oh yeah, somebody should get question one for us. We are. I have 15 minutes to solve that question. We are. Now don't start though.
Hi.
Going to read it. Hi, Ke.
Female in the house.
Arike Priyoga is a portfolio manager of an asset management company based in Lagos. Your company has its portfolio 22,750,000 shares of Olanshile PLC. A company listed on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. The shares are currently trading at 3 naira 60 kobo per share. Your company plans to sell the shares in 6 months' time to pay dividend, and you plan to hedge the risk of Olanshile PLC shares.
Madam, no small. I don't like to use my name in questions. Olanshile.
Okay, Olanshile. Okay. Shares falling by more than 5% from their current market value. A decision has therefore been taken to buy an over-the-counter option to protect the shares. A merchant has offered to sell an appropriate 6-month option to your company for 1,250,000. Olanshile's share price has annual standard deviation of 13% and the risk-free of 4% per year required. 1, evaluate whether or not the price at which the merchant price is willing to sell the option is a fair price. 2, explain briefly without calculation how a decrease in the value of each of the following variables is likely to change the value of a call option by 1, the volatility of the stock price, risk-free rate, exercise price, and stock price. Thank you.
Thank you very much, man. I like your voice. Very sweet voice. God damn it. All these men that they used to read questions to me, they used to give my ear pain. Thank you very much, madam.
Thank you, sir.
So let me say 2 things before I continue. First, number 1, as I saw this over the counter, I saw something. I was supposed to put something in the material, but no abstain. So you should go and read it. So please write that it can come out, and it will come out. Option platform. Please go and make materials on it. They are just 2, They are just 2 types. Is STO and OTC. STO is exchange traded options. We have ETO, not STO, ETO. Exchange traded options, and we have over the counter. I saw this over the counter, that's when I remember. We have exchange traded options and we have over the counter options. So go and learn the features and the differences. They can come out though. And they are called option platforms.
I said there are two types: exchange traded options and over the counter options. So it you learn the features and learn the differences. You will. So Arike Pre-Order, portfolio manager based in Lagos, Olanshile PLC, listed Nigerian Stock Exchange, are currently trading at 3.6. Company plans to sell shares in the next 6 months. These are the cook the English. Solve my questions. Believe me, you are solving two things. You are solving ICANN questions. You are solving ACCA questions. Most of the questions I solve in class. The first one usually one of them. If there is 3 questions in our question bank, believe me, one can be ICANN, one will be ACCA. So if you've checked my question, you checked your Pathfinder, I'm sure you would have seen one of the questions I've solved in class before in the Pathfinder, because I always pick my questions from Pathfinder. So I'm still helping you. I'm still solving you. This question, I think, is an ICANN question. Either ICANN or ACCA, so one of them. So people should be clapping for me. I'm a good person. Anyways, let's go on. Let's solve our question. So solution. So in this question, let me ask the class now. What option are we calculating? Is it put option or call option? Yeah.
All options, sir.
All of them, okay.
Put option.
It's put option, but you're still going to calculate call to get our pool.
Why do you want to calculate call to get your put? I'm just asking. I'm not saying you are wrong, but I'm just asking.
Based on your previous explanation, the best way for us to calculate call so that we use the parity to get our pool.
So use this parity to get your formula. Please hold on. Please let him speak. So use the parity to get your what? So are you there? Oh, I don't think he's here.
That's all option.
No, now we are not using parity to get call option now. You would have calculated call normally. You now use parity to get put. That's what I'm telling you. You can do put directly. You can use that formula and get it directly. Okay, what I will do is I will use put call parity because that's what me. I will not. You people will go and try it with the formula on your own. You show that you get the same thing. You can do it either ways. But me, I like because I like that call option. I like to use put call parity. And me, when I know something, I always like to display as long as it's not wrong. I always like to display. If I know it, people must know that I know it. The one I don't know, I will. But the one I know, you must know I know it. So I like to display. So I'll first go and calculate call option, then use my put call parity to determine use my put call parity to determine put option. So let me ask you guys again, why do you say put option? Give me a reason why you say put option. Oh yeah, down. Time has gone. Oh yeah.
So the company wants to sell shares. So the company wants to sell shares in 6 months. So that's the reason for.
It's easy like that now. They've even written it there. Evaluate whether or not the price
is in the question, the requirement.
The price they are willing to sell. Obviously, is a put option now. But me, see, the thing is, when you guys give me an answer, I can just accept it like that. I always want to ask you why, so that I'm sure that you know, it's not as if you are just guessing. I always be a backseater, so it's easy to guess. You know, option. You understand? So it's always easy to guess, but I need you guys to always understand why you are giving me any figure or anything you are giving me. But yeah, let's solve. So if you have the question, open it, please, because I will be moving away from this place now. So Arike, Pre-Order Pre-Order PLC. Yeah. So first thing now, you will now come here. You will say because. You know, I told you anything, please, or you are writing like that. Any question that is serving your hand that you know. Injure them. You are free. You can use 5 pages. Injure them. So you can now write that, okay, because the company is willing to sell. This is my willing. Last one is willing to sell
their shares. That would result to a put option. You need to call over this one like this one mark. You need to call that's starting first. That will relate to a put option. So you now say, you now come here now. You now say variables. Bam. You come here again. Please permit me to copy. Permit me to copy. Do I copy from now? Okay, copy from no, I cannot copy from now. Copy from here. You say variables. So we have like those 5 variables I called for. You are the variables you write here, which is your PA, your PE, your standard deviation, your time to expiration, and your risk free. Those 5 variables that I explained earlier. Oh yeah. So what's the value of our underlying in that question? Well. What's the value of the underlying in that question? The value of the underlying, the market value of the underlying, the market price of the underlying, any grammar that they call it. We should look at the question now.
3.6.
360 kobo.
Oh yeah.
360 kobo.
$609. What's the question? What's the excess price? Are you raising up your hand to answer my
250?
I'm at Jordan. You said 250.
360 kobo.
No.
I'm asking, what's my excess price I've had for? What's my excess price?
Okay. That is 3.42.
I wanted to give money to the person that gets it before. Thank God I never offer. How do you get 3.42?
0.95 multiplied by 3.6.
Why did you get 0.95?
He said in the question that by falling by more than 5% from their current market value.
Easy peasy. That's the problem. This one alone, in an exam like this, you will be thrown off. You will not even know what to do again. They did not give me excess. So last day they will give. Some people will use this 1,250,000 like that. There's big baggy. But like it's there. They said your company plans to sell shares in the next 6 months time to pay dividend, and you plan to hedge the risk of Olanchile PLC shares falling by more than 5% from their market from their current market value. What is simply telling you is that okay, you people want to agree on an option, but the market value, the current market value now, as at 31st of December now is now 3.6. You are not saying that the excise price now that I want to give these people now. I'm trying to hedge the risk of this thing falling, of it falling by that particular percentage. So you need to know you just need to know the particular excise price based on this information. So like I said, you just do 0.95 multiplied by 3.60. Some students, you do 0.05 times 3.60 and you subtract the same thing. The same grammar. What I'm saying is you can either do 0.95 multiplied by 3.6 or you can do 5% of 3.6, subtract it from 3.6. It give you the same thing. This is what they mean. So you now say 95% times 3.60. So you said 3.42, Abi?
Yes, sir.
So sorry. So what's my standard deviation?
That is 0.30%. 0.13.
I told you always keep it in decimal. 0.13. What's my time to expiration?
0.5.
0.5.
That's 6 months now. So that is 6/12 equals to 0.5. What's my risk for?
0.04.
0.04.
Equals to 0.04. Like I told you, everything will be given to you. So from here now, you don't finish. So like I said the first thing you do is you first calculate D1. D1 is not the label. D1 like this. So what's our formula for calculating D1? Permit me to copy. People can call me names, so copy anything you want to call me. I will answer with joy. So like I said, I don't even write my formula first. So let me first say, okay, let me first go and copy my put call parity first so that you guys will know what I'm doing. So let me first write it here now. So please, you need to write that you're using put call parity. Don't just solve like I wanted to do. So you first say now, you say using put call parity. So this is the put call parity now. So we're saying call plus exponential E minus RT equals to P plus S. So we are trying to get put now. This is the subject of formula. So you're trying to get put. You're just bringing S to this other side. So you're trying to get put. So your put equals to call plus exponential time plus exercise price multiplied by E minus RT minus S. But you have all the variables from E. E is the exercise price. See it here. Exponential. You have R. You have T. You have stock price. The only thing you don't have is your core. So you need to first determine your core. So you now say, therefore, it can be this. So you now say determination of all. I wish I could do screenshot to some of you. I know there will be questions that I said this option is put. I'm calculating. Why am I doing core? I know there will be questions like that. But yeah. So calculation of call option now. So let's not go and carry our call option formula. I'm just trying to link it. I will still determine puts later. But so please, so we're going to carry call option formula. So this is formula for call option. My system is low. So you now say calculate D1. Abi? Are we still together? Abi, people have slept.
We're here, sir.
Yes. There's no sleep for the wicked, though. I don't sleep. Some people say you are not wicked now. So you're D1.
Yes, we are not wicked.
Okay. If you say so. So yeah, D1. So let me put this again. So yeah, lane of routine. PA. What's our PA? 3.6 now. Our PE is 3.42. Abi. R. What's our R? S of multiplied by B 0.0.
0.04.
0.04.
0.04.
Your 0.5 is constant. So you come here. So what's our S?
0.13.
0.13. What's your time? This square is constant, please. What's your time?
0.5.
Is it 5 or 0.5?
0.5.
0.
Those are our F. What's in here? Which one is 0.04?
That's your R.
Everything correct like this now?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, let me know people that went to Namin are you. Oh yeah, people should do it and give me answer.
Money now.
People that went to Namin are you now will be showing. Even how to do lean on your calculator. Now, you don't know how to get lean on your calculator.
I don't know how to.
Is there on the calculator now?
I don't have calculator here. I think it's on top of everything. I don't have calculator here.
It
Don't have
depends
calculator.
on the type of calculation you
Shift
have.
and what? The shift
No,
and what?
If you just divide it and press the IN, it will give you the natural log.
Yeah, sorry, it's not what is in your calculator. It's looking like it's IN, but it's not IN, it's LN.
It's LN,
Is
yeah.
that so is that LN that you press? I'm going to take my
Okay.
calculator. Have you seen it?
No, no.
I'm going to get my calculator so I can properly explain to you. 1 minute, please.
It's beside log.
Yeah, it depends on the type of calculator you are using.
Yeah, exactly. It depends.
I would have changed this thing to video, but I don't want to see. I don't want some of you to see my face. Before you can be harassing me outside. So, for people that have calculator with me, if you have original, like Calcio natural display, that is original, no market woman
I
calculator.
met it today.
I
met it today at the Dynamic.
Ha! It's kind of
So I
like
know your face already.
now I'm avoiding people to know me. What do you know is me? That's weird.
From the name in the PDF.
Okay, I don't cast. Shit. That's why I don't like people to see my face. See I'm now. So the lean. Yeah. Have you seen log? If you have seen log, beside it is just lean. Beside log is written like they wrote it like IN, but it's LN. Just press it. So you press lean and all these things. The exponential. Okay, there's not even exponential here yet. Is anybody that does not know where LN is yet? We haven't gotten it. Madam that makes my dynamic, please text me, please. Thank you. DM me, madam.
Okay. I don't know your number on the WhatsApp. Is it the classic?
Yeah, I was on sent the material.
All right, sir. I'll message you.
So please, anybody has gotten my answer? People have gone
Yes.
away like this. Thank you. What's my answer?
I got 0.0755.
You are wrong, sir.
For D1.
Even for
Sorry.
D10. For D anything, you are wrong.
Sorry, I'm wrong.
Yeah, another answer. Give me. Just call it for me. I know most of you are wrong. So just be calling it. Let me know who is right.
Oh, sir, we should do complete D1 and give
Just give me D1. Just give me D1.
1.35.
Wrong, madam. Next. Next. Let me just do it myself first. Let me know. Because even me, I have not done it.
0.813.
0.83.
813.
People want to chop my money. 813 is correct. 83 is correct.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, yeah, you people that are not getting 0.13. What are you doing? You that went to, I don't want to call names of university. 0.5. What have I done? Even I'm already doing jargon, so let me just do it first. Even people that I said they are correct, people might be eventually wrong. Okay, first do on myself 0.5. Okay, plus 0.0.
0.82.
If you have 0.82, I think you're correct. 0.24, 5, 0. Hold on, not forget this figure like this. 0.0. I want you to let me write this figure down, please. If I have calculator, I don't have Bible. 0.024225. Any nice person, let me write it down. I can even write it down myself. 0.02. This is not the answer. 4225. Okay. So yeah, people that were getting 1 point. Have you done it again? Or you have still not gotten it?
Yeah.
I like the way you're saying the ha.
0.822. That is the answer. D1. D2.
0.822.
Yes.
Yeah, they get Canada. Why am I seeing Canada here? 0.8215. Okay, I don't get that. So yeah, what has not gotten? Is there anybody that has not gotten? Let me explain what you will do.
Yes,
Yes,
I'm not getting it.
People are playing.
Darling, I don't get it.
Okay, you don't know where the lane is, ne?
Yes.
Lane is beside log, says.
That's not what to press.
It's written like IN beside log. Like, I don't know the calculator here is, maybe it's market woman that is not there like that. LN is like IN. We have still not seen it.
I've seen it. I don't know what to press.
That's what you press now. Your own case is different. So if you have seen IN, follow me. First, before I even continue, if you know you have not gotten it, just raise up your hand. Let me know. Let me know where to start from. Let me know the people that I will be facing. We're done. I'm supposed to ask people to be dropping names of your school. So that's what I'm supposed to be doing.
Is it 0.821?
Yes, if you got that, you are correct.
Okay, thank you.
It's not gone away. How did I get here? Okay. So you are plenty. You're supposed to be dropping name of your school inside the comment section. So I will know the schools that I will advise my younger ones not to go. Oh yeah. This thing is just board mass. Bracket of division, multiplication, addition, then subtraction. Simple. The first one you do is, like I said, bracket. So it's this first bracket you will first do. So do 0.13 squared. Have you done it? That's what Tetishe means. You need to start understanding Yoruba. Have you done it?
Yes,
sir. 0.13 squared. Multiply by 0.5. Tetishe, you know. Oh yeah, be giving me answer if you've done it now. I'll move on. Oh.
the answer
Have you done
is
it?
much. Yeah, it's 8.4.
Don't give me the answer.
Minus
Don't
8 minus
give me
0.
the answer.
I don't even know how.
Don't give me the answer. Have you done it in Mobile?
Yes, we have done it.
Add it to 0.04.
Plus. Okay.
Multiply everything by 0.5.
Okay. 0.2.
Whatever you got, write it somewhere.
Okay.
Write it somewhere. Now come here. Do 3.6 divided by 3.42. 3.6 divided by 3.42. Have you done it?
Yes,
We are doing lane of answer.
Just after that one, just press lane, then press answer equal to, or whatever you got, write it down. Now do lane of that thing. Just press lane, then answer, or whatever you got. What's 3.6 divided by 3.42?
1.05263.
So press that lane, then whatever that figure is, put it inside that bracket that I opened for you, close it. What did you have? Whatever you had, write that one two down. Now do 0.13 square root of 0.5. 0.13 square root of 0.5. So whatever you had, write it down. So now do the first one plus the second one divided by this last one. If you can't get them, straight to village. Because I don't know how else to help. Oh yeah, have you gotten it? What's 3.6 divided by 3.42? Anybody that press calculator should give me a leg. Oh yeah.
526.
What?
1.0526.
0526. What is all these ones? All this multiplication, what would you give me?
Which, okay. That will give you 0.0242.
0.024225.
0.024225.
225.
So what would this one give me?
0.0919.
919. So
which one?
I do which one again? Which one? So that means my D1 now is what?
0.08213.
It's always maintain two decimal, please. 0 points. Maintain two decimal. So two decimal. Two decimal, madam.
82. 0.82.
0.82.
Please, has everybody gotten 0.82?
Yes.
Yes. Not yet.
I assume yes, so. Madam, why have you not gotten? You're always going to calculate our D2. Madam, be talking to me, I'm with you. Why have you not gotten? Are you still calculating? You don't know what we are doing.
I'm still calculating because the first one I calculated was wrong.
Okay, continue. We are with you in spirit.
I'm still calculating. Now I've gotten your 1.052. So I'm trying to get the other one. I don't know how you got it. The second one that you got that is plus. Now you've removed it.
ID1 is 0.82 minus S. This one is 0.0919. Even though where I got the 0.0919 from now.
Yes, sir. Yes.
It's just this one that is under here. It's Lily. Cyprus bow. So what's my D2? Please let me do the calculation.
D2 here is 0.73.
0.73.
0.73.
So let's go and calculate our ending one.
How did you get the 0.09?
Where did I get with him when he got?
Where did I get it? 0.0919.
Is this thing that is here now? S square root T. That thing that is under here.
Okay.
Please, if you're not talking to me, please let's keep muted. Thank you. If you're not talking to somebody's watching TV there. I'm still watching TV. Inside all this Ogodian.
I don't go and kill himself now.
Now, person with their life the right I can. So yeah, let's go and watch. This is where problem is. So if you are still trying to understand something, first wait first. You go and watch the video later. Understand this one first. So now this way you now go to your normal distribution table. So this is your D1 0.8. This is your D2 0.70. So if you have icon question or icon, can you go to the back? Go to this page. Are we all there? We are there. Ah, my system, my battery is running low. Okay. It's always this class. I'm always using more than 2 hours. Why?
Please, help us save the working go.
I should be doing it.
So we don't lose track of it.
I should be doing it.
Thank you, sir. Save, sir.
Okay. That's a good idea.
Yes, save so that you can share with us, sir. Thank you.
I always share with you now. I'm going to plug the system so that I'm continuing. Give me 1 minute, please. Let me plug this laptop. Oh, yes. This laptop will not die. Yeah. Yeah, we all open the normal distribution things. We are the normal distribution table right there.
Yes, sir.
So now let's now go and check. So if you are there, what I expect to have on your page or in your front is this. Where is it? Okay, is this Abi? So the first our D1 is what 0.8.
0.82.
0.82. So what you will do is you will not check 0.8 on that 2. So this is where the first one 0.8 like this on this line on that 2. This is your 2. This is your 0.8. So you check 0.8 from this. Are you seeing my cursor? You check 0.8 on this line on that 2. So what are 0.8? These are 0.8 now. Abi?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you now check it on that 2. So what was it?
0.2939.
2939.
Are we together?
Yes, sir.
So 0.2939. But don't forget that I told you that it is a normal, I can use this half distribution table. So because an half distribution table now, you now have 0.5 to make it a full table. So you add 0.5 to it. If you check Google, let me do something for you. So if you put 0.5 plus, what do you call it? 0.2939. What would it give me? Yeah, 0.7 something, 0.7939, Abi?
Yes, sir.
Yes. 0.7939.
So if you check Google, if you type normal distribution table on Google and you check this 0.8 on that 2, this is what it will give you, 0.7939 straight. Because it's a full table.
It's not a half table, it's a full table. So you don't need to add 0.5 again. So don't make that mistake. But you will not have access to any paper in your exam, so you don't have anything. But don't always forget to add this 0.5 to it. Just add 0.5. Sometimes you can get negative. Your D1 can be negative. So if your D1 is negative, it does not mean anything. If you have negative, you just come and subtract it. Just subtract 0.5 from it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Sometimes your D1, your D2 can be negative. If it's negative, don't add, just subtract. But this one is positive, so we add it. I hope I'm making sense, y'all.
So if it's negative, we subtract, have we?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Okay.
So my ND2, yeah, check my ND2. So my what's 0.7 under 3?
0.2673.
0.2673.
I hope you guys understand what we are doing now.
2673.
Okay. So what would that give me now plus 0.5?
So, sir, if I may ask, please, how did you get 0.82?
This is 0.82. All this calculation now, you better explain this one. All these calculations is what give us 0.82. So we've gotten this now. So now we can go and calculate our call option. So we say calculation.
Yeah, all right, sir. All right. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Calculation of call option. Let me copy my number. Please always write your formulas, I beg. So we say CO, which is our call option, equals PA. What's our PA? 3.6. I'll be waiting.
Yeah, 3.6.
What's our ND1? 0.7.
0.82.
This one is 3.42. 3.42. My ND2 is what? 0.76. Exponential minus what's my 0.04 multiplied by what was my time?
0.5.
0.5. So exponential now. Who that don't know how to get exponential? Exponential is on top of lane. Just shift lane. We give you exponential. Shift of lane. Press shift, then press lane. We give you exponential.
Yes.
Yeah. That's sure. So board mass again. So first do this, but you should first give me answer first. Let me know people that I went to original school. So what's this first one? 3.60 multiplied by this one. Going for a calculator. In person by myself. Multiplied by 0.7939. This one is 2.85. Exponential minus 0.04 multiplied by 0.5. 0.980.
2.572. 2.57.
Yeah.
The other part of the equation after the minus.
No.
I'm following you. I don't know if you are correct. I hope you are.
2.572. Yeah.
Let's leave it like this. So let me make this 2 decimal too. So what you would have done for people that don't know what to do, first do this part. Once you do this part, write it down. Do this thing, then multiply it. 0.9802. So if you do 0.9802, then multiply by 0.9802. And that's what you did. So first do this part. Once you do this part, whatever figure you got, write it down. Multiply 3.42, multiply by this. Whatever figure you get, multiply it by that one that you wrote down before. Should give you this thing.
Please, are we still together?
So
People have left.
0.29.
Are we still together? People have left me.
You are together, sir.
We're together.
So
We are together, sir.
So the value of my call option is what? What's the value of my call option, Abek?
0.29.
Was 0 naira 2 kobo, Abek 29 kobo. But don't forget that the question did not ask me to calculate call option. I was asked to calculate. See, please, like I said earlier, the way I did it here, the way I calculated call option here, you can put your put option here and solve it. You get the same answer. Very easy. You get some. It's even you don't have to go through all of all this. Some people that like to do simpler work, I like to do complex if I have time and I know it. I always like to display. Like I said, see what Jesus does. So you calculate call option from there. So let's now calculate put option now. So you now say calculate the value of put option now using put or parity. So what's that my put or parity formula? Make I go copy. So I've determined my call option like this, so I don't have stress again. So you will now say so let's say you now say P equals what's my call option now?
0.29.
0.29, yeah.
So you now say 0.29. Sorry. 0.29 plus what's my exercise price? 3.42 multiplied by exponential. Sorry, okay, I go copy this thing. I was trying to be clear. Minus stock price. Sorry. So what's my 0.04 multiplied by my time 0.5. What's my stock price again? 3.60. Yeah. So what's my put option? So what you will do is leave this minus 3.60. First do this exponential. Multiply by 3.42. Add it to 0.29. What do you have? I'm just simply doing, you know, as I'm forming all these things. I'm just simply doing board mass. Bracket of division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. Subtraction is the last. That's why I'm doing it last. Bracket of division, multiplication. This is multiplication. 0.04 times 0.5. That's why I'm doing it first. After multiplication, addition, board mass, bracket. We don't have bracket here. Off. We don't have off here. Division is not here. Multiplication. After multiplication, addition. That's why I'm adding it here. Last thing is subtraction. So I'm not just, it's not as if I know it. I'm just doing this one first. I'm just using simple mathematics. So you do this one first, which is the multiplication. Multiply this multiplication here to so multiply this, then addition, add it to 0.29. What do you have so that we can subtract from this? What do you have?
0.04. So 3.35. That's the exponential multiplied by 3.42. It's 3.35.
You add it to 0.29 now.
0.29 plus 3.35. 3.64.
So we have 3.64 minus 3.60. So what's my put option?
That's 0.04.
Yep.
We have 0.04.
0.0. Global term, as simple as it is. So if you that you don't want to go to all these places, so immediately you got here, don't calculate call option, just calculate put option, put option formula, do it, you should get 0.04. So I will endeavor all of us to go and try it so that I can get your hand on put option too. So just put this formula, put option, try it. I think you should get 0.04. Easy peasy. But we are not done with the question. The question told us that we should calculate what? It says that we should determine whether or not the merchant price is willing, whether the price is fair or not. You don't understand whether the price is fair or not. The moment you get here, believe me, you've gotten most of the mark. The moment you get here, you've gotten most of the mark. But let's do now. So you now see total value of put option. Total value of put option now is equals to number of shares multiplied by put share price. Again. Equals to, what's our number of shares, please? What's our number of shares?
27,750,000.
Now the guy is the sharp for this class today. I like it. So what's the total value? Hmm?
Zero point zero four.
0.k.
Sorry.
1,110,000.
1,110,000. So that's the total value of the shares. But don't worry. So they told you to calculate if the price is fair or not. So we're not going to compare it to the merchant price. So you're not going to say compare to the merchant price. So you say merchant price. How much is the merchant price? How much do you want to give us?
1,250,000.
You wanted to give us 1,250,000. So you now see value of your own option. That's the amount of your own option. That one is how much?
1,110,000.
1,110,000.
1,110,000. So in this scenario now, is it favorable? Will you exercise this option?
Yes, it's
not favorable.
Yes, it's favorable.
Good.
That's favorable.
You have not answered me.
It's
You want to
favorable.
exercise the option.
It is not favorable, or it's not favorable. Oh. Merchant is selling higher than
Put option.
The price that you guys the excess price, the price that you guys agreed that you say this option for. No, I told you that it doesn't necessarily just look at it from your own customer. The price that you guys agreed that you sell the option is 1,110,000. Then the other person, there's one person outside that is of. Let's go back to that iPhone. The agreed price is 1,110,000. Then you go to computers, you can imagine that I sell for. Please, somebody's unmuted. Then you sell it for 1,250,000. Will you exercise that option?
Okay, yes.
You are still saying yes.
No, we not exercise the option now.
Let me explain again. I'm saying that me and Mrs. Sulaiman, that I used the example before, still back to our iPhone 16. considering all this same condition, then she told me that okay, the excess price, which is the value of the option, is going to be 1,110,000. That's the value of the whole option. 1,110,000. There is somebody in Computer Village that's telling me to come and buy it for 1,250,000. The same iPhone. Come buy it for 1,250,000. Would I exercise that option?
No.
Yes, I will exercise the option, sir.
Why does that work? Is this
because that is cheaper than the market price.
Now. Please, if you are not telling me something, please keep muted. I beg. Thank you. So
I will exercise the option.
Tell me why, please.
Because the option price is cheaper than the one I will get from the market. The exercise option is cheaper than the one I will get outside. You understand? So it's better for me to exercise the option because it's lower than the one outside.
Thank you very much. So the person that said I will not exercise that option. Why did you say I should not exercise the option? People don't want to talk. The person that said I will not exercise. Why do you say I should not exercise? Nobody's telling me again, so I'll go with what he said. Either it's correct or wrong. Go. As people don't want to bring the conversation in, so I'll just go with the explanation. You see. Although the question did not ask you if you should. The question did not ask you if you will exercise or not. The question asks you if it is fair or it is not fair. So what's the difference between these two?
150.
140.
140.
The difference is 140,000. Yes.
So I see a you are using or glue. So we see therefore this is the question they ask you to answer. That is it fair that somebody wants to sell it to you at 1,250,000 and you have 1,110,000? That's you. So that means it's not fair now. Because it's higher than the value of the option. That's the question I answered. But regarding the question of are we exercising or not, since you don't want to answer me, so sir, apparently I think you are correct. You and somebody agreed 1,110,000. Then you want to go to the market, go to Computer Village, they are telling 1,250,000. You rush and go and collect your 1,110,000 now. So you exercise that particular option because it's favorable to you, because they pay you. So you need to think about it deeply before you just anyone. So thank you very much, sir. Please, is it clear? Do you have any question? Just raise up your hand if you have a question, please. Oladipupo, what? Oladipupo Rashid.
Okay. Yes, sir. Based on this conclusion you just made, based on the question, so can we deduce that if prices are at the money, then it is fair?
If prices are what?
The money, you taught us money less of an option. So if prices are at the money, if their price at the money, then the price is fair. That means it's representing the current market price, and the price is fair.
Then they bring biology.
At the money means equal.
No, you taught us in the money, out of the money, then at the money, no?
That one I thought you leave it here. Don't bring it here.
Okay, sir.
That's not the question. The question is not is money means of an option. That's not the question. Please let's keep muted. That one is in the money as the money out of the money. If you see let it be there. If that is what they ask you to do, you can relate it. But that is not what we are doing here. To live in the money, live out the money, live out of the money. Just face this one. If they ask anything about in the money at the money, go and explain what I explained to you. That in the money means you are making gain. At the money means is loss. The out of the money means is neither a gain or a loss. And when they ask you for that, but if they don't ask you, leave it there. Don't bring that. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You Consola, you wanted to ask me anything? Your hand is already down.
I was going to ask that you should please repeat again the conclusion that you made. I think I'm confusing it. So what we're trying to say is that market price is selling at 1,250,000, but the option price is saying 1,1. So we are supposed to go with the market price because we're making more from that offer.
There's nothing that concern you. There's nothing that concern you in market price.
Okay.
If somebody's unmuted. Please, if you are not talking to please. When I say there's nothing that compares it to market price, what you are not the only thing that you need with market prices, you just need to compare it to the option you have. Me and Mrs. Sulaimon agreed that okay, these are iPhone. I should that our price is 1,110,000. She does not care either I sell it to somebody else or I buy it from her. That I'm done, I'm paying. She's not a business. The only thing she needs is she wants to get 1,110,000 at the end of 6 months. Then okay, and I'll decide that maybe I should sell it, this is where the option to sell comes in. Then after calculating the value of the OC, I'm getting the 1,110,000 fair for her. But imagine at the end of the 6 months, there's now somebody from computer read and now come to me and say, okay, Oga, this same thing, come, make I sell them for you for 1,250,000. The point is, are you going to go and buy that one that the person is offering you, or you will go and buy? That's the option. That's where the option comes in. Either you go and buy the one that the person is offering you, or you stick to Mrs. Sulaimon of 1,110,000. If the one the person is giving you maybe is lower, maybe it's like 800,000, hey, you can go there and go and buy that one, and you would not exercise this option. But because that one is 1,250,000 now, this one is 1,110,000. So obviously now you go for the one that is lower.
Thank you.
Very well.
Yeah.
Awa Ibrahim. Awa Ibrahim, ask me. Time has gone. It's almost all. Okay, Oladimeji, please ask me.
Thank you, sir. Is it possible for us to calculate put option without first calculating call option? Because in put option, we need to use call option to calculate our put option.
You see that I told you guys that somebody will still ask me this question. I've explained this thing 1,000,000 times. You don't need call option to calculate put option. You can calculate put option straightforward. After calculating your D1, after calculating your ND1, calculating your ND2. When you get to this place, just get calculation of put option. Then go option formula. Parity works. Like explain, put call parity is the linkage, the relationship between call and put option. That's why I have to calculate call option first, then link it to the put call parity formula, which is what is there to get my put. But you don't necessarily need to do call first before you do put. If you are not using put call parity, only when you're using put call parity that you need to do call first. I mean, I explained that. I just like to use put call parity because I don't trust that put option formula. That formula looks somehow, looks too scattered. So you can easily make mistake. I mean, I like to do my put call parity, do my call. So input into this formula to get my put. So it's still the same thing I'm getting. So yeah, because should I explain again?
Hello, sir.
Should I explain again?
Hello, sir.
Can you please hold on?
Okay.
If you want to ask me something, just raise up your hand. Umiad Emmanuel, please talk to me. No. Umiad Emmanuel, talk to me. Okay.
So in this question now that we just solved, when we are interpreting it, there are certain things that you listed that we should be able to know when to sell and when to buy. But I didn't get the question or the explanation.
Please watch the video after the class. I don't even know which one is when to sell and when to buy. When was that?
We are talking of call and put option. That a question may be given. The icon can throw the question out, so that we'll be able to understand when to sell or when to buy. I think that it's like I just left that.
Then please watch the video again and you understand. I don't know where to start from. That's a whole lot. Please watch the video after the class. You will understand it. Thank you. Mr. Ahmed Bolaji, please ask me.
Yes, I want to ask a general questions on option.
You want to ask me what?
I want to ask a question on option, but
It's option that we just finished now, have we?
Yes, sir. I want to cite an example.
Okay.
If an European company wants to receive $20 million.
Mm-hmm.
The European company wants to receive $20 million, and the underlying item is the $20 million. Will the option be a put option or a call option?
They want to receive from where?
Want to receive $20 million, maybe from a US company.
And the underlying asset is 20 million.
Yes, $20 million.
That one is, I don't know now, that one is nothing. It's not an option now because they are not giving they are not buying anything now. There's no option to either buy, no option to sell. It's just a transaction between the two of them now. I don't think that's an option. Because option, there needs to be a contract. Because you are giving me money now, because it does not mean it's an option. There needs to be a contract. Okay, okay, this is what I have. This is what I want to give you between the two of us. How much are we owed? How much do you want to buy this thing? So there needs to be a contract between the two. Because a European country is giving a US company money. Intra-group transfer. Okay, not intra-group, sorry. Intergroup. Just, I don't know anything, but it's not an option.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Philip, talk to me, please. Philip.
Hello, sir.
Philip. Yes, sir.
Okay, please, sir. I have a little challenge on my calculator, this exponential aspect of it.
Okay.
How to press that exponential to use it? Yes, sir.
How to use it? Just exponential. I mean shift of lane. If you've gotten lane before, just do shift. Shift lane.
Okay.
You get exponential.
Yes, sorry, sir. Am I going to that's 0.04 multiplied by 0.5 before pressing that exponential?
No, it's the way it is there. Now, exponential first. Shift of exponential. It will take you there, and then you will just all those things will be up. And just put 0.04 times up. You press the exponential first. Shift of lane.
Okay,
Have you
sir.
pressed?
Yes, sir.
You have put 0.04 times 0.5 minus 0.04. You press shift first. So minus 0.04 multiplied by
Okay, sir.
0.5. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Abubakar, talk to me, please.
I've gotten it, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, good evening once again.
Yes.
Just it's an observation. As I was just going through the question, instead of 2,750,000 in the question, you write 27 million. I was casting, getting it wrong. Then I checked the question, so it is from the question. Sorry.
What do you mean it's from the question? Oh, so we are correct.
Yeah, we are correct in the solution, but in the question, for the case of those that they will practice after, maybe they will be seeing 27,750,000 instead of 2,750,000.
What did I write in the question? Okay, let me check. I wrote 27 million now, Abi. I wrote 27 million in the question now.
Yeah, but if you multiply 27 million by 0.04, you will not get the 1,100.
27,750. Oh. Multiply 27,750 now. 27,750,000 shares. I need to share it. Oh yeah. That all. I'm about to you didn't just talk to me, Abi. That's all.
No.
Thank you. So I've answered all the question. Let me check comment section and be sure. Please, which year's question are we solving? Anybody that's been in my class knows better not to be asking me because I don't know. I honestly don't know. You know wickedness. This lane they hang for your calculator. Go and buy original calculator, 7,000 natural display, Casio. You enjoy it. Please, how did you get the calculation 3.60 under? What's on here now? 3.60. Is that? Person that asked me that question, can you please signify? Because I don't know where there's any 3.60. Can you talk to me now? I'll leave it off.
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, I'm the one. I don't know how to get the calculation. How to press the calculator. The calculation on my calculator, sir.
Get
Based on
what?
the I made the 3.6. How you got it?
Which 3.6 is what I'm asking?
3.42 minus 3.6. I didn't get how you got the 3.6.
Wait, yeah, this one.
Yes, yes.
It's in the question now, our stock price. We're just bringing all these ones from the question. Stock price. So it's here now. It's the same figure. No, I told you PA can also be S stock price. Abi. Is this 3.6, madam? This 3.6 is what we've been thinking. You didn't calculate it. I think I'm done with question. This is 12 o'clock. So this is what I would. You guys should attempt the. You're welcome. You guys should attempt the number B question. The number B question is explain briefly for calculation how a decrease in the value of exchange of the following variable is likely to change the value of a call option. That's something I told you guys to learn. This is an ICANN question. You're saying it's a life and direct. I think it's about 5 marks or 4 marks. So that thing I explained, I told you guys to go and check. That's what they're asking you here.
So please go and do it. So lastly, you can attempt this number 2 question and please send to me. Please and please send to me. There's not, I don't think you have a problem with this question. So you guys have a lot of assignments first. Number 1 is, let me list out. Number 1 is go and check out option platform. I explained to you, you have 2 types of it, over the counter and I don't forget the other one. So those 2, go and check them, check their features and check their differences. That's number 1 assignment. Number 2 assignment, this one we just solved. Don't use put call parity. That place I did call, just do only put and get your answer. See if you get it right. That's number 2. Number 3, attempt this number 2 question and send to me. This number 2 question depends on a lot of things. If a lot of people submit this number 2 question like cross check and it's correct, then that is the end of we are not option pricing. We will not meet again. Maybe until revision. That means we are done. But if a lot of people submit and I'm seeing that it is wrong, I might have to fix one more class. So maybe do 1 or 2 examples with you guys. But if nobody, if a lot of people does not submit or don't submit, I'll just assume that you guys know it. I had about 80 people in my class. I should have more than like 20, 30 submission. Then I'll know that, okay, people really did it out. So I can use it to judge the outcome of things. On that note, I can partially, or I can tell you that I am done with you. I'm very happy. Very, very happy. Because this option pricing, we're able to start and we're able to finish it. But if there's going to be a revision class, I will still take it. I will still look for more questions. So I will solve questions on this one, and you guys will give me another topic that I will bring questions or solve. But if I can still get a class, I can still wake up on Wednesday and talk, let me bring 1 or 2 more questions and we'll solve together. But my Wednesday is already booked. Saturday, so maybe next week, but maybe during revision, I would do that. On that note, please attempt this number 2 question. Please let me use it to gauge where we are. On that note, I can tell you that I am done with my part for SFM. I wish you the best of luck in your exam. Please, I always say something to you guys. I'm not the best of lecturer, believe me. I have plenty of guys. I'm not the best. So if you later got to your center, I might have said some things that are wrong. I'm not the corner of SFM. I'm not, who am I? I'm just a small boy. I just qualified which year. But we just thank God for grace. It's not that I don't, so there can be some things I might have said that don't judge me, please. I'm also still learning. Please, so that's what I want to say. So please and please, don't be calling me names. Mr. Ola is alone. Mr. Ola, please, I beg. I'm just trying. So that's number 1. Number 2 is that what's my number 2? Number 2 is that regarding what we've done. And okay, number 2 is that please don't mind maybe cracking joke or trying to explain. Maybe I've said something that or maybe about your feelings, or I've said something. Maybe when I said you went to Namina school, or when I say I use English, maybe I was just trying to crack it. Maybe I've got your feelings or offend you. Please forgive me. I'm just you even know I like you by a lot. You will not know how to eat. It's a small God of mercy. Very sweet. A small Peking cannot eat pap, and they will not. Go and check it on Google. So please just forgive me if I've said anything that hurt your feelings. Lastly is that I wish you guys the best of luck. All of us here at Apex Tutorials, we have tried. At least for SFM, I don't know about the other papers, but SFM, I can guarantee you that what you've learned from us, if you've actually been reading and you've been solving Pathfinders thoroughly and you have been praying, believe me, you are very good to go. Like Apex has produced how many thousands accountants? So if those ones can really qualify, what is making you not be able to qualify? So what is still the same lecturers, maybe different lecturers and different format a little. But if we can produce them, me like this, I taught last diet and I produced a lot of accountants last diet. And last diet was my first time lecturing and I produced a lot of accountants. So please, on that note, I would implore you guys to send me questions. I'm not getting okay, maybe I'm not getting questions from you guys, but please send me questions. If you get stuck, and like I said, don't send me live questions for me to solve for you. Send me questions that you've attempted that I can guide you on. Please send me questions. Let's look at questions together. And the Lord is your strength. And most likely, I will see you guys doing revision. And if I don't, people should be seeing my face and be hearing my voice in your exam. And the Lord is your strength. I wish you best of luck. Thank you very much for listening to me. If you want to ask me anything, you want to tell me anything, I'm listening for the next 3 minutes. Oh, yeah. Goodbye, Miss Oro. Esther Idowu. Esther Idowu, talk to me. Fast. Okay. Ahmad Bolaji, talk to me real quick.
Okay, so the question I asked relates to foreign currency hedging.
When you asked earlier?
Yes.
It's not me that taught you hedging now. You have Mr. Topper's number. Call him.
Okay, sir.
I don't know that taught hedging. So, Sulaiman, Miriam, talk to me.
As my own is no question. I just want to appreciate everything that you've done. At least you've really imparted knowledge in us. So I pray Almighty Allah will be with you and guide you in your future endeavors. So I would really appreciate you. The class is like 1-2 hours, almost every time. You spend 3 hours. So you are very superb. So we really appreciate you. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, madam. I appreciate it too. I love you people. That's why even must pass. I force by fire. Thank you very much, madam. So please, who else wants to tell me something? Thank you. Esther Idowu, you're not there. Ahmad Tajuddin, talk to me.
Thank you for the lecture. It's wonderful.
Thank you. So, Esther Idowu, okay, your hand is down already. So, on that note, I don't think I have any question. I don't have any observation. I wish you guys best of luck. Like I said, if I'm going to be coming, if I see the outcome of the assignment, if I'm going to be coming once again, I'll just send the link. Please join. Let's finish. But if not,
Please,
if
sir,
you
don't
guys
forget
pass,
to
I'll
send
just
the
assume
link
that.
to us, please.
Yes, I'll send the working notes. I'll send it to my mail now, so I would not forget. So please, on that note, please attempt the assignment. I'm begging you guys, please do it so that I can know where we are. Either we've done it, either we've gotten it or not. Thank you guys very much for listening to me, and I might see you later, and I may not. May God be with you, and I wish you all the best. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Good night, sir. Thank you.
Good night, no.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Don't forget to send the note to us.
Yeah. I have here. You're welcome. What was I trying to do? Okay. Oh.